Jai Bharat, this is Suraj Singh from Faridabad. जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तिरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे जब आशीष मांगे गाही तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय भारत जय संविधान भारत का जय कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया एंड जय ऊपर वाले भारत को सुरक्षित रखे कीप भारत सेफ गॉड ऑफ भारत जय भारत वंदे मातरम great people great country great citizen everybody is great is assumed to be great but must prove that we are great. We are citizen of this country named Bharat India, ruled by constitution of our country, Bharat India. This constitution we all know and must remember all time wherever we are located around world. If we are in India, Bharat, we have to keep in mind that we have one spiritual parent, and that is this document which says we people of this country having solemn resolve to constitute our country India Bharat India into a sovereign socialist secular democratic republic nation to secure to its people justice, liberty, equality, and to inculcate in them a feeling of brotherhood, fraternity, and earn them, command them honor, dignity, and this was agreed on November 26th, 1949, on which date we approved this constitution, which was authored by us, every one citizen of this country, under command of Dr. Ambedkar, chairman of a committee, and we enacted this, legislated this ourselves, and then we, after adoption, gave it to ourselves and fully commissioned it on January 26th, 1950, a day which is entitled and Day of Republic, which we salute Republic of Bharat again, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, Bharat India, SSSDR, Bharat India, our country, Bharat Mata. Power of this, it's called preamble in title, which means pre means before, and amble you can say in Sanskrit is power of mother, amble, mother's power. This constitution you can interpret this way. Forget English. This you consider as word in our language, Sanskrit. Bal and ambe, ambal. It means preamble, before amble, which is mother's power, Bharat Mata power. So this preamble covers Bharat Mata power, which is contents of our constitution, Bharat ka Samvidhan, all articles, all amendments, and whatever is there included within our constitution is our Bharat Mata soul, and preamble is name of that soul. So we should draw pride this way. No need somebody explain us. We understand this way. We cannot ignore this constitution even for a single day. Though we do not go through all inclusions, all articles within this, yet we have a spiritual mind to accept them, and we know that we are citizens of this nation under command of this constitution, and we have thorough pride calling ourselves citizens of Bharat India, which is in itself a pride, highest degree of pride one should draw. No, no point to think that we are inferior around world. We are having our own sovereignty and republic status, so we are equal with all other international citizens. I just try to stress that do not feel degraded by whosoever says something to you. Whosoever, I mean whosoever, all highest authority of power in this world and our country. Don't worry about them. They are all misleading public. Completely, they are misleading public. They are abusing their power, which is drawn for their use of office by from Constitution of this country. This Constitution is above all, and this public is responsible as a whole. We all people of this country, citizens of this people, when I say all citizens, and Bharat, when I say it includes people of this country in addition to land of this country. We have to think differently now because circumstances encompassing us demand that thinking, demand that contemplation, that it is not poetry, it is not prose, it is not 10 story, it is not hundreds of stories, it's fact of life, it's question of blood and flesh and soul and bones. All are integrated together. We have to examine our back, our past, re-examine and then re-examine and find our totality, our facts, our history in right manner. Our history, known history, is not too old. Our history is a recent one when we were slaves. Our slavery was curtailed in 1947. It was curtailed permanently in 1947, and up to 1947, we were having slavery command for centuries. British slavery command and Mughal slavery command and Brahmin slavery command, and before that I don't know which is stationary command. I know for these centuries, many centuries. One should draw pride and our students must learn this. We should not be misled by fake history writers, by fake managers of history, by you can say criminals of history, by you can say designer of new history. We should not be misled by those people. You should trust what your forefathers explained to you. You shall trust in them because it's only your forefathers and foremothers who could explain to you something. Your blood-related father, mother, or forefathers, foremothers, or your distant related, you should know from them, not from fake political leaders who design history, and not any fake political parties, which I don't believe in at any cost. Because nation does not require fake people. Nation does not require foolish talkers. We have to see our future from every aspect of life. If you don't have future, then you are useless person. If you don't have future, you have to make future. You have to work at present so that you can create a future. Future is not dropped from sky. It's not erupted out of earth. It's not available in air. It is available, not available in sun. It is available within you. You have to work hard. You have to think. You have to apply your mind. You have to burn your power to get something new. You have to transform your energy from one state to another state of energy. You have to use energy for your outcome, for your benefit, for your use. Otherwise you cannot build energy, you cannot build your future, because as much as energy you store and you use it, that shall give you output, and this energy input is unlimited. You can use as much energy you can, you would, you will. We have to be philosophical and practical. Engineering is required in your life. It's not that engineering you're thinking of. Engineering of life, science of life. Engineering means social life has to be engineered in a direction. It has to be defined just like various systems have been defined. Society has been defined, and social science has been defined. Sociology has been defined. Economics has been defined. Civics has been defined. Everything has been set to some standard to understand what life is. And if you understand what life is, you can know what you are. You can achieve your goals, and if you cannot achieve your goals, you have to work hard to again achieve them and reach somewhere. Means you have to participate in those methods which are required to raise your levels up, raise your minds up. If minds are not raised, your life cannot be raised. Remember, it's work that results in something. It's a sequence of work. You work something, you receive something which may not be complete, you work again and you receive again. It's not philosophical explanation I'm giving you. I am just giving you something which is very significant in modern life, in modern world, all over. Everywhere you go, you'll find something related or related. You have to contemplate, imagine, and find certain solutions by you can say putting your problems there and thinking to get solutions. You will get solutions. But question is, what I want to discuss with you this way. It's not philosophy that we have to discuss. It is something else. Bharat 2020 is not same as Bharat 1947 was, also not same as Bharat 1980 was. It's Bharat, a part of modern world, an advancing nation with advancing people. We have many scenarios everywhere in each country. Political scenario, economical scenario, demographic scenario, social scenario, science scenario, and all types of scenarios involved. But main is economical scenario and political scenario. So what I want to say, currently a turmoil is seen. Turmoil is seen, a turbulence is seen. There's a kind of situation when you stand somewhere near a canal which takes off from river. There's a river, there's a canal. This canal is required for irrigation of land. It carries water through its body and it takes it to fields. What is canal? Where is junction of canal and river? You see, there is always a gate. That gate is called a barrage or a weir. And if you stand at barrage or weir, you'll find that there is a door type, which is steel door or something door, and there's a hydraulic jump. The higher level is river and lower level is canal, and water enters from this river to canal. And that location is a junction. That is, there's a big turbulence of water. You can say a higher water level, a lower water level, and it is big jump. You can't see standstill water there. You will find jumping water, and that is water which is called hydraulic jump. It is called in water resources language, hydraulic jump and turbulence water. Turbulent water where fish is also face and danger. Fish is also dangerous. They're endangered. They die there. So there are fish food separately for that. But what I am saying is our political situation is in turmoil, is facing that situation. And why I am calling political? Because it is related to each and every citizen and our state, a relation between state and subject. So you can say that it is having some political resemblance. We must get our understanding clear. Our politics practically is ruled by system of constitution through our designed tools, not required tools, designed tools, plotted tools of political parties. I am calling political parties as tools because they are not having any status more than that. These are not constitutional tools, but these are design tools which we devised for ourselves for no longevity but for manipulation. Now, you see, there's a party that is now called Bharatiya Janata Party. It's not very old party and it's not basic party. In fact, this party is just a party for namesake and its old name is Jan Sangh. These are same people. If you just go back to history, you will find a group of people who migrated from partitioned Pakistan in 1947 and migrated to our country, Bharat. Though Bharat or India was whole area till 1947, India Independence Act 1947 resulted into creation of two domains. One is named India Bharat and other one is Pakistan. Those people who had been staying there for centuries, also Muslims and Hindus both, because there was creation of mind that that country was based on Islam religion. So others thought, non-Muslim thought, they had no place there now and they were forced, or you can say they opted for migration and they reached India, Bharat in 1947. This was their option. They could stay there if they are patriot or they had been staying there for centuries, but they decided to come here. Okay, no problem. They came according to our law. A law was enacted in 1947 by then temporary government or provisional government under Mountbatten. Lord Mountbatten, so-called British ruler, he was there post-independence, and these people were accepted here and they were spread over to certain part of Haryana, Punjab, Faridabad area, Delhi, and also to some people, you can say Ahmedabad, Gujarat, and Bombay. Many people also came from East Pakistan, and also a part of them came from now in Pakistan. So this happened that way. These people came, they were given all kinds of facilities here. They were resettled in various areas. Farmers were settled in, you can say, Kurukshetra area or Karnal area. Then in Delhi, a lot of people were settled. There were many houses which were left by Muslims people that time. And these people forcibly occupied them without having any permission from government of that time. Well, this act was also digested, no problem. Those people left those houses. They took temporary shelter somewhere, but they were not given back those houses. And that area is called slum area in Delhi. Custodian area, you can say. So these people actually forcefully took those houses. No problem, that was accepted by government. It's okay from you to take the houses. We'll provide alternative accommodations to those people who left these houses. And farmers who came from Northwestern Front and others, they were settled in Kurukshetra area, Karnal area, without having any documentation, just on belief, on affidavit, and these people were given these houses on belief or in their declaration, affidavit declaration. Similarly, these people were settled somewhere in Ahmedabad, like Ambani was settled, like these other people were settled, and similarly, certain people came from East Pakistan or Bangladesh. These were also not settled. They did not demand much more. Why I'm telling you all this? Because this is history. This is recent history. You can find what I'm talking somewhere available on internet also. There's no problem for that. Now, these people actually started a party, these people, and that was called Jan Sangh. That is Jan Sangh. Means you can say a Punjab party. Punjab means part of Punjab in Pakistan, Sindh or Multan or whatever. You can entitle that in general Punjab, though it's not actually Punjab, but let us say it is Punjab, and they were granted refugee status at that time. That's also a fact. They were refugees because they migrated from there. You can say that they were under attack or whatever. I don't know the reality of that. They say something like that, and we don't mind because they had to be accepted there. These people constituted or established or associated Jana Sangh, which was a very small group that time. You could say it was Delhi group, and then it is spread out to Madhya Pradesh, and then it is spread possibly some other areas in Himachal Pradesh. Wherever there is a Punjab domination, these people spread their wings. They spread the wings, no problem. These people were, of course, faced a struggle while migrating, so they might be different nature. They were allotted land, they were allotted loans also, they were allotted shops, and they allotted so many things. In Faridabad, there were many traders were established, means there's so many colonies here and their shopping area. They were allotted those areas, and there was no power supply in that time. And they got one generator, big generator from you can say Calcutta, and because the generators came from German and it was not used there, so what Jawaharlal ordered, okay, that generator was shifted to this Faridabad area, and Jawaharlal himself came and inaugurated that, put a switch on this got electric supply that time. There's a history of that. And there was this settled as well in Ahmedabad or Gujarat, you can say, and then somewhere in Bombay. So if you go from one part to other, you'll find the presence of these peoples. They were also given certain refugee certificates so that they could get jobs in government sector. Those services, a kind of SC/ST type reservation certificate, they were allotted refugee certificates, resettlement certificates. Then this group, dividend politics, lower level politics, you can say, these people are having, they got certain elections in Delhi, they got municipal level seats or metropolitan level seats also somewhere, even they further progress their party. I'm just trying to give history of these people. Now they are called BJP. How BJP could come into existence and where it started from. If you see somewhere, all BJPians would say that they hate Jawaharlal. And there was my friend, just like you, what they actually were. One of my friends for long back, means I had a friendship about 18 years with that guy, a Punjabi guy. They used to follow Jan Sangh, and he told me many times that just like they are Hindus, just like they are whatever Sanatan, on some pattern they consider Jan Sangh as a religious body, though it's not religious, political, but they think that it's like religion. Okay, no problem to me, it's your choice. I did not even understand what politics was, and he was too young a boy, he could not understand that. But you know, what is taught by a parent is accepted by kids, and that's what's happened. You're not clear about politics. Well, no problem. What I'm saying is, this party's birth is from that you can say that location of Pakistan. Well, chapter closed. This constitute party. But this party is that party which always hated Muslims. I don't know why they hated Muslims. I have no reason for that. They only say we were beaten. Okay, you were beaten. Not only you, all over this nation, millions of people were beaten. It was mob. It's a partition. People are angry. You are not in isolation. My father also faced bullets in Delhi. They did not loot anything. They were honest. There were so many like this, means there were martial law, they used to call it the martial law. So this is not an isolation incident. This incident is common. There were millions of people who were encountered, some died, some didn't die, some kept inside door closed. So what to say? Some were inside closed doors. It's not one man. It was partition. They were not very much educated and courageous. Our lands were taken by British from our people. They went 100, 200 kilometers distant from that location. Directly or indirectly, everyone was under atrocity of British people. So what to do? That was our luck. We could not do something against that. We destroyed ourselves, but we have a new beginning. We had. 1947 brought a big change in our country history. Just like we had many bad changes in the past. We had changes when these people came, British came. We had our social changes when Mughals came. We have social changes when Brahmins came from Iraq, Iran, etc. So it is change of era. We cannot blame each other. And we cannot found that also as our religion, our faith. What I am finding these days, and everybody is finding, you too, that society is getting highest coefficient of frictions among various groups. Coefficient of friction, do you understand? It's a physics term. When two surfaces are there, when they do like this, means a friction between this and this exists. Higher friction between two is called friction coefficient. It was very normal in 1947. It was good also in 60s, 70s, but now this friction is giving heat. This friction between two societies or various societies is giving heat. If there are persons who tie their minds to political parties, say political parties are nothing but companies or organizations, associations, like, why should I bind myself to certain political parties? That is a question for everybody. Why should I kill myself for that, or why should I kill someone else for survival of that political party? That is a big question mark we have to think of. That is called thinking tank. Now we are educated people in this country. We are not illiterate. We have active minds. We must use that minds. If you are educated, even if you are secondary pass or even you are metric pass, you have certain degree of thinking. Why should I make myself a slave to Congress or slave to BJP or slave to someone else? Why? After all, why I am worried about their future? Who are they for me? Of course, they have come in government, they have ruled, they are ruling. That is something else. But why should I submit to them for my survival? That is a question mark. I am not born by these political parties. They are not my masters. Yes, they are group. They are political part. They are doing their part. That is only a relation. But if I say no, what happens nowadays? Since this political person Modi came, Bharat has changed actually. It was very good Bharat before 2014. A smooth Bharat, respectable Bharat. People were cohesive. People have interaction. People used to think. Study was valued. Status was valued. But since this dirt came to politics, this sewage came to politics. Of course, there is sewage. In fact, he is sewage. He has spread sewage all over society. People are quarreling as if they would kill each other. They are not interested in debates. They are angry. If you talk to some BJP people, you cannot ask them anything. You have to praise Modi if you want to talk to them. You have to say Modi is best. They have to listen to you. They don't want to listen to something else. These people, so-called Bhakts or Andhbhakts or whatever, I don't know what is the reason they are called Bhakts. I also don't know that. Because we don't have any designation or title Bhakt in our culture except Bhakt to God. Bhakt Hanuman, Bhakt Prahlad, Bhakt Narad. All these are devotees to God, not to any prime minister and not to any other person. But we have created bhakt of political leaders, and you say political leaders consider themselves God. Since this person came to power, this man has spoiled our harmony. He has absolutely destroyed harmony of society. You go to Connaught Place, go to some other place, or go to any part of our country where there's some, you can say, YouTuber or some channels there. He talks to people, or this, they start as if they are employed by political parties. I have seen many people repetitively in many videos. One comes from Congress and one comes from, if somebody is, this pressman is asking, journalists asking to Congress, the other side BJP. I mean, they keep moving around those areas just to wait when this YouTuber comes. This means they have no other work. or they are employed by political parties. Congress have floated many people on roads. BJP has floated or some other has floated. Question is why they are there after all. What is their function? Who is funding them? If they are moving here and there for many hours, this means they are getting some money from some source. Otherwise, why should be there? They may be Congress people, they may be BJP. It doesn't make a difference to me. Yes, if they are citizens, normal citizens who do not have any association, any party, I welcome them. Yes, that is independent opinion, but it is dependent opinion. You support BJP, that's your choice. You support Congress, that's your choice. Or you support someone else, that's your choice. Nothing is to do with me. Why should I worry about if Congress gets benefit or BJP gets benefit or they come in power? It doesn't make a difference to my health. After, if they work for me, good, okay, fine, welcome. If they don't work for me, good, I don't care for them because these are not my parent. Congress, BJP, SPBSP, or whatever is there, AIDMK, DMK, or else, they are not my parent. I'm not born out of them, but you cannot avoid it. System has been attacked by political parties, all political parties. It has been under attack, and now it is too much. More political parties are there, but those are not considered very potential or very powerful. These parties, two particular national parties, are very powerful. They do not want to listen. Yesterday I was getting one video. It's regarding what that man is, Kanhaiya Kumar. Yes, Kanhaiya Kumar from JNU. They are discussing very angrily why this man is not in jail. This man are talking as if they are judge, they are chief justice of this country. They have any power. People don't respect law. People don't respect personal. They don't know anything about that. What blame was Kejriwal is not signing a file. That's why he's on jail. You will decide he will jail alone. You will decide he's terrorist. You will decide international. They can decide anything. If you appreciate Modi, you are national. You are patriot. If you say BJP is good, you are patriot. If you say Congress is good, you are not patriot, you are anti-national. If you speak against Modi, you are international. If you oppose Modi's parties, Modi's political policies, you are anti-national. It is Bhakt that they have to decide that you are national or you are anti-national. They have been chartered. They have been granted this charter by constitution that they will decide who you are. They will certify that this is authenticity they got from our constitution. Imaginary charter they got. I don't understand what is that. And if you raise some question to them, explain what has been done by Modi in 5 years, they will not come to point. They will not state an answer. What is that? They will simply say this way or that way, something irrelevant, and they will not stick to answer question. This means there are this kind of people now. If you are national, you have to prove that you believe in Modi's policy and Modi. And if you say this nation is Hindu nation, you are national. If you say this nation is secular, you are anti-national according to specifications decided by Modi and his Bhakts. These are specifications now, civil specifications, social specifications that you have to respect. Saffron color, you are national. You have to regard Modi, you are national. You have to regard those people who support Modi, that is national. You have to disregard education system, you are national, because your educational system, existing one, is rubbish according to them. There should be no science education, there should be no engineering education, there should be no humans education, human arts or something, arts, all are rubbish according to their contemplation. Only education should be Sanskrit, should be Vedas, should be Mahabharata, should be Ramayana, or on top of that Manusmriti. If you are national, there is no need of evidence. You follow them, you are national. This is Bhakti specification. This is Modi's guideline, which is above Supreme Court guideline. You have to comply with that. This is called New Bharat, New India, Manusmriti. This is called patriotism. And if you follow Congress, or you follow some other party, or you follow communist, or you follow none, even then you are anti-national. You are not a person of this country. You have no right to have citizenship. If you say Modi, 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 you are citizen. If you say something else, you are not citizen, you are not national. This is a new definition erupted out of philosophy of Modi and his teachings, preachings to his Bhakts. If you are illiterate, you are very good. If you are educated, you are not good because you don't know job. Only job is argue for nothing, speak for nothing. There is no meaning of any logic. There is no meaning of a scientific answer. There is no meaning of debate. You have to listen. Don't criticize government of Modi. Don't criticize anything. And criticize Congress. Say Congress was very bad. You are very good. You are national. Say Sonia is rubbish. You are national. Criticize them too much. You are rubbish. Say Gandhi was bad. You are happy and pray. So Godse is our father. You are national. Means country has been damaged by philosophy. Illicit philosophy is being imposed on people. These people, on record I am saying, did nothing for freedom struggle. These people acted in no patriotic way, but they are claiming top patriotic now. They did everything. They were friends of British and they just requested them, please leave our country, and British left. What Gandhi said was wrong. What Subhash did was wrong. What was done was wrong. They just asked them, please, my lord, leave this country, and they left this country. This is what they want to listen. They liberated this country in imagination. They did everything. This is where we stand today. That's why I was thinking about Bhakts yesterday. What is actually Bhakt? This is Bhakt. Means Bhakt between person and God has got no meaning. That Bhakti has no meaning. You are Modi Bhakts. Means you are real person, real citizen, and you can get everything. If our thinking power is that, this level type, we do not respect education. We do not respect citizen. We do not respect schools and colleges. We do not respect, you can say, universities. And you are claiming to get a milestone, to get a destiny that is called Vishwaguru or world teacher. I think you are living in fool's paradise. First of all, no one is world teacher. Cannot be. It is mind that is teacher. It is your approach, your hard work. You are fixing destiny. Every country has its own destiny. You cannot say we are world leaders. Just by statement that we will be world leader, it doesn't mean anything. You prove it. Where are you leading? Is there some field you are leading except in dirty politics? Today, I think we are first country in the whole world which is displaying its sewage level politics to the whole world. Lebanon is better than us. Hong Kong is better than us. Many other small countries are better than us. Even Gulf countries are better than us. And we are claiming that we shall become world leader. What a great philosophy. Maybe you people are not happy to listen to that, but this is a fact. We have to think of Constitution and not of Manusmriti, or not of Mahabharata, not of Vedas, or not of something irrelevant. There is a competition now between Manusmriti and Constitution of India, Bharat. This is undeclared competition. Just like today we have undeclared emergency. Imposed undeclared emergency is working, has been working for 5-6 years. And this is now at its boiling point, at its peak. We are facing heat, thermoflow from that fire, which nobody welcomes except Modi Bhakts. I am stressing because there is no BJP government, it is Modi's government. There is no government of India, Bharat, it is Modi's government. BJP does not exist, in fact. It doesn't exist. It's only Modi that exists. BJP no more. Because there is no contribution by any BJP person in this government. There is no BJP. All members of parliaments are null and void. There's no value, no contribution drawn from these MPs. These are MPs or only for name's sake, just to sit in Lok Sabha and nothing else. We are just wasting our money on these MPs because there is no need of any MP in Modi's philosophy, in Modi's plan. There is only one person who is MP, who is PM, who is cabinet, and who is president, and who is executive. So there are only two institutions left. One is Modi institution and one is judiciary. No other institution is left. All others are practically nullified. This is what is going on in our country. And this is very, very unfortunate. It's clearly black future visible from here. And do we want to stay in black future? Every citizen has to decide. And if we cannot decide, we have to face attack from fire of temperature 2000 degrees Celsius. Means it shall be oven. This country shall become an oven more powerful than Holocaust. We have to burn ourselves in that. Should we wait for that or exhaust that attack now? It's not that Bharat, our forefathers, imagined that Bharat is no more. It is only in national anthem, Jan Gan Man Adhinayak Jayo He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata. There is no Jan, there is no Gan, and there is no Bhagya Vidhata, because there is no Vidhata except Modi. Whereas Vidhata should be citizen. Vidhata should be Bharat. Bharat Bhagya Vidhata. Bharat has to write its fortune by itself. That is Bharat Bhagya Vidhata. You have to write your future. You are supposed to write your future yourself by present conduct. But you are not writing that. You are not interested in that because you have closed your minds. You are neglected people and you have neglected others. We are not serious society. We are a duffer stick. We have minds, but we don't use them. Everybody is intelligent by mind. Every educated person is intelligent, but our education is just limited to certification, not for practicality. All professionals like that, doctors, engineers, advocates, judges, professors, lecturers, all and all. A country of mindless people. Despite having all categories of qualifications, we cannot practically work. We cannot improve ourselves. This is really very dirty state of affairs of our people. We are not interested to improve our standards and quality. We cannot do anything except speaking, except talking, except making useless debates, wasting our time, and these bloody television channels, enemies of this nation, are firing this nation every day. They are hell-bent to destroy this nation. They are attacking society. They are attacking nation. They are attacking constitution, and we are not able to stop them. We are making payments to them every day so that they successfully attack us. What a tyranny. This is our constitution. Every day they are burning and we are watching. We have no stamina to stop them because we are democratic. We are Gandhians. We are ready to be beaten, but we are not ready to attack them and counterattack them because we are Bharatvasis. That is the problem. Somebody attacks my home, I hide myself to protect my body. I don't encounter that person. That's a problem because I'm Gandhian. But I forget that Gandhi did not say that. I misunderstood. Gandhi did not say that. You could not understand Gandhi. That's the problem. One time you can digest. Second time, okay, I grant a concession, you can digest. But shall you digest every time? Why? Why should I just digest every time some attack on me? Why should I submit to that attack? What is the reason behind that? Have you ever thought of? Why should I give liberty to that offender who attacks me times and again? Because I allow him. That's the only problem. Our constitution is attacked by philosophy of Manusmriti, and we are clapping. We are only demonstrating, because more than this we cannot do anything. We are taking our constitutional negatively, not positively. Oh, we follow constitution, we follow methods of democracy, and we just resist. You know meaning of resistance? There is a resistance term applied in electrical engineering. When voltage passes through wire, there is some kind of resistance unit in ohms. It is resistant there because it has to allow conductance. It has to be conducive. So we are resisting, but we are not allowing conduction. We have to be conducive also. That offender is conducive, but we are not. We are only resisting. Means we are partly fool and partly intelligent. And that offender is fully intelligent. There is a difference. So we have to compare two constitution of this country versus what Modi wants. There are two philosophies now. Either we have to surrender to Modi forever, or we have to remove Modi by constitution. Constitution grants us freedom. We have to understand meaning of freedom. There is an allegation every day that freedom slogans are coming in. Azadi. So what's wrong with that? What does freedom mean? Should we limit freedom to 1947 only? Is freedom a relation between slavery and getting free from British? Does this mean that? If we think that, we do not understand English, we do not understand this term, we are in full paradise. Every word has different meaning. Freedom is not limited to pushing out British. No, every day is a free day. Every day is a free day. I should live freely with my personal liberty, my personal life, my private liberty, my private life. That's also freedom. I should be allowed to study whatever I want. That is also freedom. I should be allowed to eat whatever I like. That's also my freedom. I should decide my destiny. That is also my freedom. I have to move on road with free mind, free. You can say whatever I think where to go, I should be free. That's also freedom. So if I say I want to eat whatever I like, that is freedom. I want to get rich, that is freedom. I want to study further, that is freedom. I want to move in life, I want to get further and further, that is freedom. What's wrong in that? They say they are talking आजादी, गरीबी से आजादी, दुख दर्द से आजादी, मेडिकल पैसे वाले देने से आजादी. I don't understand what's wrong with that. Because these people are illiterate. These so-called Modi Bhakt, they don't have any mental level. In fact, they are mentally blank. And those who are mentally blank, those whose minds are bound, that is defined as state of being Bhakt, devotee. Because when you are devotee of God, any God, whatever God, no question of which religion, God, philosophy, God specification binds you through religion. If you believe in religion, you have to follow that religion without demanding any explanation why this is accepted or not accepted, why I should accept that. You cannot raise that question, and that you can say that state is Bhakt. Believe it or leave it. If you believe it, fine, or you are unbeliever, non-believer. Either be believer or be non-believer. That's what I say. Either be constitutional believer or be unbeliever. These Bhakts are constitutional unbeliever. These Bhakts, again I am stressing, do not believe in constitution of this country, just like Modi does not believe in constitution of this country, BJP does not believe in constitution of this country, Jan Sangh never believed constitution of this country. And all those people who do not believe in constitutional country actually are anti-nationals, because constitution means nation. This nation means constitution. Constitution of India, Bharat. We are constituted by constitution. We are enframed by constitution. Our governance framework is by constitution. Our social framework is by constitution. Our living framework is by constitution. Our geographical framework is by this constitution. Our air framework is by this constitution. What else you want? If you do not accept this constitution, this means you are not accepting to be a national, a citizen. So first thing is, you have to dominate, you have to denote who is citizen, who is not, and that should be only constitution of this country. Those who not accept this, they are not citizens, and they must be put behind detention center actually. They have solid right and they are best suitable to be behind detention centers. That should be CAA. This CAA is different. CAA means what? Remove 1A, that's I say amendment. What is Act? What is C? Citizen. You have to prove citizenship by proving further that you allegiance to this constitution. If you don't allegiate yourself to this constitution, your soul, your body to this constitution, you are certainly not citizen of this country. You are a dirt on this country. If you cannot trust in this constitution, you cannot submit. Okay, go to USA, follow that constitution, or go to England, follow their laws, because there is no formal constitution. Follow or whatever you want. But if you want to be citizen of this country, you have to follow this citizenship constitution. Otherwise, you are not citizen. You cannot be trusted. My trust in constitution means I am citizen. That is my claim. When you sign application form, statutory application form, wherever, apply for passport or to apply for somewhere else in government status, you have to sign an undertaking. Solemnly declare this and that. I have full allegiance to the constitution of this country. So you have to. That is a fact. If you do not accept this constitution, you are a burden of this nation. We do not trust you. I don't care for Manusmriti. I don't for Ramayana and Mahabharata, because those are all philosophical, or you can say they call mythological. I'm not calling mythological. They call themselves, they call mythology. And they call Hindu. Yesterday one man was claiming, I am Kattar Hindu. In one answer, one tall guy, Modi Bhakt, I am Kattar Hindu. Okay, you are Kattar Hindu. Shall you define? He cannot define what is Kattar Hindu. What is Kattar, first of all? And what is Hindu? You have to explain first. Can you explain what is Hindu? I could not find this term anywhere all over the world except in Persian language. I could not search what is meaning of Hindu. I am not able to find relevance of this term in Ramayana or Mahabharata. Or I never heard Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu naming themselves Hindu. I never heard that. I never heard Ram, Krishna, Harishchandra, or someone else, Devi, naming themselves Hindu. Now, how you got this? From where you got this Hindu? We have to be clear. Then they say, we are Sanatan. Okay, you are Sanatan. From where Sanatan came? Who called himself Sanatan in our dharma? No place. Sanatan is something else. It has nothing to do with religion. But you are just putting that on your head. That's what I'm calling them Bhakt. They cannot analyze anything. They cannot explain anything. They cannot answer anything, just like Modi does not. Have you heard someone ask him a question and he answered? Nobody has courage to raise a question to Modi. No one in this country can raise a question to him. Impossible. And even by chance, if you question, he shall not answer. Because he is not, you can say, fully qualified to answer, or thinks he is not answerable. I think he is not answerable is correct answer. Because you cannot question him. You can only question public representative, and he is not public representative. What he thinks, and his public representatives are morally dead. Who are our public representative? Who are people's representative? We have to re-examine. This is very important term. This is term which can change this country. We have to decide whether or not we should use term politics. What is politics? We have seen many ticks in life, but this politics, I could not understand till now. What does politics mean by us? What is politics? Can you explain to me, or can you explain to yourself? Polite has got many meaning. One should be polite. One should be a part of body politic. But politics that we have, I think, this is like a bomb, or this is like fluid water, both. Either it has too much potential, it's too much potential to kill people, or it has no potential, just flow wherever you want, just like water flows. Water has no shape. Where we put in, it becomes that. It cannot do anything or sound. If there's no fire, it won't boil. Just like water we are, or like bomb we are. We are nowhere in between. Our politics is not a guard. Our politics is a crime. Politics should be guard. We should say that should guard you, your life, your nation, your state, your home. That politics should be there. Not politics, what we mean by politics. We mean politics means it's a curse. Though our whole constitution is a bound document. It is description of every institution. It is many chapters. It defines each and every constitutional status. It defines what is citizenship. It defines what is a state. It defines what is nation. It defines what is fundamental right. It defines what is directive principle. It defines what is government, what is executive, what is legislature, what is judiciary, what is municipality, what is panchayat, what is union list, what is concurrent list, what is state list, what is fundamental right, what is everything defines except politics. Yes, it defines politics differently. It defines in preamble what is politics. It defines politics in relation to justice, political justice, economic justice, social justice. It defines and just names it, means just it directs that it should be political justice. Means you should be a part of national politics. Doesn't mean vote politics. It means politics of status, politics of belonging, politics of being blood part, politics of being soul part of this nation. It doesn't mean political leader. Political leaders are our own creation. If you just go into depth of constitution, it's a plain document. If you are not gone through it by will, better have a chance and go through certain contents of this constitution. These days, there's a voice of preambles. I first time heard in my life that people have started speaking preambles. They have put posters, banners, have in all demonstrations, preambles. Means they have at least seen preambles now in 2020. Good one. It's good development that people are concerned about preambles, but they have not defined it fully. It's a very powerful page. Actually, it's a kind of oath. This is oath we have to take, because this oath was taken by those people. It's oath. It's not declaration alone. It is solemn declaration, solemn resolution. It says, having solemnly resolved. So it's a joint, combined group, national group oath by 140 crore people, that we people of this country, having solemnly resolved to constitute our country into sovereign socialist, you can say secular, democratic republic, to secure to its people. Remember, this is very powerful term. It's not grant. It's not, you can say, a kind of begging. It's not a kind of, you can say, mercy on you. No. To secure, in surety, a degree of guarantee, a kind of warranty that you should be able, you should be given, you should be authorized, empowered, justice, liberty, equality. You must get it, every citizen of this nation. Otherwise, you are devoid of constitutional provisions. If you don't get this, we have to understand each and every term: social justice, economical justice, and political justice. All these three must be availed by every citizen. And if citizen doesn't avail this constitution fails in its entire approach. If you cannot get all these, so we have to examine, we have to investigate whether we got it or we failed the constitution by our rubbish politics, by our politics that is sewage. This politics which we adopted so far, which we followed so far, is just dirty water. We cannot drink. These, our political parties have spoiled our constitution, and all political parties are blamed. Not one. One is higher, one is lower, but all are selfish people in political parties. That is why I say political party, in fact, has got no location in our constitution. They were later added by statute, not by constitution. Constitution is blank. It is clear. It is accommodation for citizens of this country, not political parties. Until and unless we accept this fact, we cannot change our political scenario. Whatsoever big you are, you have to accept this fact. BJP shall never accept this fact. Congress shall never accept this fact. And all other subsidiary parties would not accept this fact, because this is a ladder for them. Political party is ladder for these people to rise, to go to Lok Sabha or to assemblies. There we fail. Where we fail, here we fail. We have definitions of citizenship in Constitution. In chapter 1 you can find that it's clearly mandated, it's clearly described, and is reflected in electoral part, election commission part. It's clearly defined in 325 to 310 articles: who is voter, who is not voter, who enjoys adult suffrage, who doesn't enjoy. It's clearly defined there. Citizen means citizen. It's clearly defined in Passport Act what is citizen. Passport Act, which is a statutory document per order of President of this country, which mandates that a person is citizen. And they say we don't accept this. These fools do not understand what is law. And they don't accept voter cards because they are bigger fools. They cannot understand this constitution. Voter card is based on your constitutional power under Article 325 to 327, adult suffrage. When you are authorized to vote, it's a constitutional authority. It's not state authority. It's constitutional authority higher than state. Once you are a voter, you are a constitutional citizen. You are not awarded citizen. You are constitutional citizen by birth, by vote, by right. You are citizen, and even if you are not a voter, you are citizen because you are going to be voter. Once you attain age of 18, we should be clear about this. We don't want lesson from Prime Minister. We don't want lesson from even some other authority or power in this country because it is automatically constitutional authority. We have to be very clear. Problem is we are not clear. Our concepts are unclear. That's why we fear. Oh, I don't have this document. That man will put me in detention center. That power shall see me leave this country. If you fear, you have to face shear. You know what is shear? Shear is a force that cuts something. If you want to face shear, you fear. And if you don't fear, you shear that person. Before that person shears you, you shear that person. Can you? You will not, because you are fool. We are a country of fools. We never respect our laws. We never read laws. We leave it to government. We leave it to politicians. We leave it to judiciary, and we leave it to advocates. We never take any interest in understanding facts. At least we should have general knowledge, if not thorough knowledge. I don't say you become lawyer. Everybody cannot be the lawyer. Everybody cannot be judge, and everybody cannot be consultant of laws. You have to know at least A, B, C, D, just like you know other subjects. You have read many subjects in life, studied them. Are you expert of a subject? No, you are not. You might have learned mathematics, algebra, geometry, trigonometry, calculus, economics, micro, macro, civics. So many you have understood accounts, but you are not expert of all. You have only general knowledge. Just like you see, sun is there, moon is there, sky is there, solar system is there. That is general knowledge. But you are not expert of that. You are expert only where you work. So what's wrong if you have an appraisal of law? At least you should know what is law. Constitution is super law of this nation because this governs all other laws. It governs everyone. Constitution governs even Chief Justice of India, President of India. It governs Parliament of India. It governs executive. It governs whole nation. There's no one left whom it doesn't govern. But public governs this, remember. This is public authority that made it, produced it. We people adopted this. We people enacted this. We people authored it. And we gave this to ourselves. Means every citizen is author of Constitution, exponent of this Constitution. Remember, author and exponent are different. Exponent is a kind of work that is based on basic research, original research, innovation, you can say, not simply referred work. Authorship is lower than exponent, because authorship means you have to refer this book and this book and this book and this book and reach another answer. So that is relative authorship. That is not original authorship. Original authorship is exponential, which is new, never existed before in public. So you are actually exponent. Ambedkar was author. Committee was author. Sorry, cold. Sorry, it's cold temperature. I think 6, maybe 5. Well, I am just trying to explain something people actually ignore. I also ignore that. But I faced some problem in my life, and I tried to refer to these laws, and I found them actually interesting, because it tells me, just tell me what you are. What can you solve a problem? How can you solve a problem? What happens if you are not aware of laws or acts or regulations, and you have some problem in life, legal problem? What you would do? You go to advocate. Everybody does. And you will find which advocate can solve it, because there are thousands of advocates in any court area, and you don't know who is right, and somebody will tell you, go to that advocate, he is more expert, he is better, he is this. Means you will talk to some advocate. And believe me, I was really disappointed. They are advocates, fine, they are respectable, they are gazetted officers, they are on statutory role, but they are too like us somewhere. They studied everything, but they can't apply everything. They are well in technology of law, they are well in application of law, but as law is concerned, as far as law is concerned, there are also no difference between a common man and lawyer. Every lawyer doesn't know every law. Every judge doesn't know every law. They refer only. Well, that's no. I'm not saying that they are not professionals. They are very good professionals, but they are not suitable for every problem solution. You have to find a lawyer yourself, and you have to explain to lawyer every problem part. It's not simply saying this happened with this already. No lawyer can do it. Until you write or you explain everything, even if you speak everything, lawyer may pick 50% only or 20% only. But if you write something to him and give it to him in a piece of paper, or just like an essay, and tell your chronology or your experience serial wise, only then a lawyer, an advocate can help you, can compose that petition, and then re-examination of petition, which only you can do, but it doesn't happen. Petitioner goes, this is my problem, explain, and he notes your points, and then he constitutes or he composes your plea. And you don't know what's there, because you don't examine that, you don't understand that. It's okay, fine, you just sign, pay fee, and he files. You don't go every date. If you go on that, you don't know some date is given and some talks is the argument is there, and you're not clear of that. But at end of that case, what your advocate tells, either you won or you lost. In no case it is defined or it is actually you lost or run. Means we are not having projection of law in ourselves. Unfortunately, it's not a part of study or education. It should be. But we have been kept distant by these people only, by advocates and by judges and all, and by educational designers, by those people who design our syllabus. They are responsible for that. Even professionals like engineers, like professors, like doctors, they have been always distant from general knowledge of law of ours. It's a big shame. I talk to very highly experienced and qualified engineers, doctors, professors, who take it as if they are alien to law. And that is where fail in. Because what happens to us sometimes, I don't know. What should I do? Whether I should go to police or I should not go to police, I don't understand. If I go to police, policeman confuses me, because no police wants more cases. So I just move here and there. I ask this man, I ask that man. I don't get any answer. And then I go to lawyer, advocate, who may be misleading me. Who knows? Every advocate wants case. Every advocate promises you for everything. I'll pull this man, don't worry. खींच दूंगा. क्या करते? Text like that. Language of law. खींच दूंगा मैं इसको. Just like policeman said, ठोक दूंगा इसको. अरे I give him notice, डर जाएगा यार, ये क्यों चिंता करते हो? This is language. Means I will just convince me that I will set this person right, and you feel happy, so that you okay, Vakil Sahab, okay, do it, and pay him 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 in advance. This means if this is law, you should be ashamed of. And you have to wait for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. You will not get justice, because system is that. Forget sessions court, go to high court. Nobody will listen 10 years for 10 years. We are living in fake justice system, a system which does not deliver justice but which delays justice. Expert delayer is our system. Our judicial system, which is defined in Constitution. This means that part is completely shared, completely ruptured. If you don't get justice, what's the meaning of constitutional judiciary system, which is defined there? Okay, that part is actually not working. You can say judges may feel bad, let them feel bad. I don't care. Facts has to be spoken. You have to speak facts. Our justice system, with whatever reason, I'm not supporting any religion, whatever religion, it's not giving, it's not delivering what is required by a citizen for nation. This is one part. Another part, our brilliant legislature. Why I'm calling brilliant? Because it is not brilliant. That's why I'm calling it brilliant. We have to tease it. We have to taunt them. Do we need this type of legislature as it is today? Think on. What do we have there? We have there 545 member of parliament Lok Sabha, 250 member of parliament Rajya Sabha, and on top of that, president of this country, who's part of parliament. In law, in definition, Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha for president means parliament. If our legislature consists of those members who sleep there, who do not sit during debates, who do not care for anything, and we say they are brilliant. About 800 members of parliament, what is their delivery? Have we ever measured? Have we ever measured performance of parliament? You have seen debates, you have seen thousands of journals. But what is quality of that parliament performance? Have you ever noted? We are spending a lot on parliament. 800 MPs, housing, salary, telephones, flights, food discount, and lifelong pension, guards, cars, and added facilities. And what work they are doing for us? Have you ever tallied quantum of work and expenses we are incurring on them? Is there some proportion, some result? Can you evaluate that as a quantity valuer, cost valuer, performance valuer? Have you ever measured in management terms? Never, never, never. It's duty of our president to assess that. President never assess that. Speakers never assess that. No one assess that, and public never think of that. Does our constitution accept this? Constitution is silent on that. It's not a defect. It was not required that time because they took it positively. Our constitutional designers considered this positive, that these people would be God-fearing because they shall take oaths. These people shall be good for nation because they are public representatives. These people will be honest and hardworking because they have to serve nation, serve society. This might be contemplation in their minds. So they took it positively. They had never taken it negatively, that they shall convert legislature into a political industry, a political commerce where they make money. This is a question and answer you have to take. This is an allegation on parliament. When you spend 30 crore, 40 crore, 50 crore to be elected as a member of parliament in Lok Sabha, and then you have to spend this for charity, you think? You have to pay to some political parties. For example, you have to pay to 10 crores to BJP party for getting a ticket of one constituency, and then you spend 40 crores, 50 crores, I don't know what else, just to win that election, your campaign. So you have spent 50 crores. So you are Dharamatma. You will make 500 crores or 400 crores in 5 years. So it means it is a commerce. It's industry. You have to earn out of that your spending. So where is that constitutional provision? And we all have been accepting it. For decades, 14 elections have gone, we did not raise our voice. Indira Gandhi was there, VP Singh was there, Rajiv Gandhi was there, Nehru was there, and now Bhakt Modi and God Modi is there. We never questioned this because we don't want to question. We say, okay, what can I do? It's nothing in my hands. I have to live my way. Let them do whatever they want to do. This easy approach cannot make a nation. This means we never consider the nation ours, this money ours, this problem ours, and we never considered, we just keep in our imaginary world. I have to live, I have to look after my family, I have to look myself. That is my only destination, only objective in life. I least bother what happens in this country. But we have to think, time has come now. We cannot live for them. We cannot take this for granted. What does Lok Sabha mean? We have to evaluate, we have to define, redefine. It's already defined, but we have to reconstruct it for its performance. We are not getting performance. We are not getting return of money we are spending on them. Maybe you are getting return of money when you employ a cleaner, a sweeper, or a peon. You are getting return of that salary you are spending on that peon or that cleaner, but you are not getting return of your money which you are spending on legislators, on lawmakers, or ministers. You are not getting return. So what we should do then? We have unduly concentrated our power to one man, and not only this man, past man also. We have spoiled, we have polluted our mind, our contemplative thinking, that we have to elect this man. Where is problem? There is problem. Don't search, it is problem there. In 14 elections, almost in all elections, we just try to see who will be our prime minister. We have to decide now. I don't care for CAA, I don't care for NRC, and I don't care for, because this all both ended drama, and this shall subside one day. I know Modi is just, he has thrown a ball in field, ball of CAA, ball of NRC, just to hide his lost performance. He also knows it very well that these are all unrealistic. These are all unrealistic. But just panic in society, it has been able to create. Society is in unrest. There is, uprising type situation now. Actually, it is uprising, you can say, mind uprising. We are not shooting bullets to each other, but it's a war between those in power and those who granted them power. It's a war between government and nation, or you can say citizens of this country. 80-90% citizens are one side and Bhakts 10% are other side with Prime Minister. There are two factions. One is Modi plus Bhakts and one is public. I don't consider Bhakts as public because Bhakts are part of Modi, spare parts of Modi. So remove Bhakts from your calculations and keep 80% people one side, one end, and remaining others. This is a war between two. War of words, war of criticism, war of anger, war of anguish, as if both would kill each other. This is a very dangerous situation. Very stressful, strainful situation existing currently. It is stressful because there is no political lead in this. No political party is leading this. That is fortunate. I call it fortunate. a plus point. This movement, this revolution, first time is being led by public itself, by citizens itself. There is no political leader, and that is a plus point, because political leaders are donkeys, they are opportunists, and we understand after 70 years that these political people are criminals, crooked, untrustworthy, you can say human animals, industrial owners of politics. And it's first time we are lucky, simultaneously with bad luck of CAA and NRC, good luck of changing scenario. Just like with a social change, we are seeing a stream, though with low intensity, low velocity, low discharge, of changing politics, political variation, political change, upstream and downstream, which I am weaving with my imaginary mind. You may or may not feel, but it is incoming, it is arriving. And this political change has been propelled by youth, by student community, not by veteran seniors or mature people or middle-aged people. This is, you can say, operated by student community, which is very enthusiastic, which is very mobilized, but a direction is required, a control mandate is required, so that deflection is avoided, misdirection is avoided, and this has to continue. This has to continue. It's a freedom struggle actually. It's not a change struggle. It's not a change management. It is realizing freedom management, because we got practical freedom in 1947, but that practical freedom converts to political scale, converts to opportunist freedom, and we were abused. We were replaced only in terms of imagination, not in fact. Constitution book was closed in reality only for purpose of election and definitions, not for purpose of public. Public was isolated from Constitution, and it has been for 70 years. We as public did not even try to know what Constitution was, except community of advocates or those who deal with this. Public did not value Constitution. Public did not value law, and that is a root of evil, that public, which is supposed to know law, they did not know law. Only criminals knew this. If you talk to some criminal who is in jail or outside, that person knows much better than a common citizen knows about law. You may say that criminal may even teach his counsel what should be done. That's great. Means either you be criminal if you want to know law, or you be advocate, or you be a person, teacher of law. So a common citizen never knew law, and that is where even now law, they even did not even differentiate what is criminal law, what is civil law. If you talk to people, they don't even understand. Though it's applicable on them, if they are trapped, then they are in problem. If somebody is trapped by police, that person confuses himself, what I've done. It happens. And then police knows that this man knows nothing. Police threatens him. You will be in jail permanently. You will go for 10 years. All your property will be seized. He horrifies him. He you can say, frightens that person, so that he draws more and more compensatory bribe from that person. That's police shop. So there is police shop, there is advocate shop, there is political shop. Everywhere there is shop except citizenry shop. Citizen is labor, citizen worker. Citizen has to work only physically, mentally, and deliver his hard work money to these people. He has to deliver it to politicians in name of transfer taxes, and he has to deliver to advocates if trapped in terms of fees, and then police as bribe. So all are enjoying monetary benefit without any hard work involvement, and citizen pays them. It's a great achievement. Means poor remains poor, has no ambition, but rich buys politician, rich buys advocates, rich buys everyone. Hardly 5 to 10% rich, and remaining people are like stones, crushed stones, dust that can be used, and that's all. So our citizenry means dust. Our citizenry is aggregate, rock, dust, rocks, water. This is our citizenry. If citizenry is like that, means constitution means only for advocates, it's only for judges, it's only for politicians, and it's only for riches. If you want to move SC, you cannot do SC because you have to pay lakhs to lawyers, to SC advocates, senior advocates. They will not even talk to you without money, without fee. So you cannot file case in court without either you're a lawyer yourself, as citizen, normal standard, you can't do that. Only people, those who have money, they can do that. So I, as citizen of this country, normal citizen of this country, have been virtually debarred to access to potential of law from where I can get justice. Unfortunately, neither judiciary does anything, nor executive does anything, and parliament always plays game of cricket or football or hockey. I was talking about parliament. In fact, I just viewed here and there, just encompass these problems around constitution, encircle that, but that was must explain. Now come back to what parliament was. We're talking about legislature. Top institution according to constitution of this country is legislature. In terms of potential, in terms of value, in terms of unlimited powers to enact laws, to constitute laws. They are lawmakers. For power, they are above courts. Court can only legislate or case laws. That only guidelines. Supreme Court is a constitutional court. High Court is a constitutional court. They can define when something is missing from law or no information is available. They can enact laws in certain cases which are applicable to all over country when it's done by Supreme Court, and so that's the High Court. But when legal questions involve, laws are involved, only Supreme Court is empowered to enact laws for certain period until Parliament ratifies that. So Parliament is legally lawmaker of this country, and we are sending lawmaker whom we don't know what is he or she. Here's a question mark, big question mark. Mark of explanation lies here. You have to check. It's a mark of exclamation, or it's at, or it's a question mark, or it's hashtag, what it is. As citizen, you have to think on, not as bhakt. If you think as bhakt, you cannot do anything. Think as a researcher. Think as inventor. Think as science. Because lawmaking is also a part of science, social science, legislative science. Because this impacts life of every citizen. Even it impacts life of advocates and judges. It impacts nationally as well as internationally. It's a big thoughtful game. And we are sending lawmakers to MLA or as MP. With full force we are electing them without knowing them. Our constitution, again and again I am stressing, our constitution does not maintain election of prime minister by public. Never ever. Read Constitution fully. Article 74, under Union of this country, Union of India, where President is head, executive head, and Prime Minister is only located at head of Council of Ministers, just to advise what Council thinks of something to President from time to time, and apprise President of what's happening in country. This is only Prime Minister definition, and it's defined that Prime Minister shall be appointed by President, not elected by people of this country. Means there is no direct election of Prime Minister by public of this country. We have to keep this in our mind wherever we are. If we don't keep it in mind, we will always make mistakes as we did in last 70 years. We are not taught law, we are not explained law, we are not explained constitution, we were not explained anything about that. A common citizen was kept distant from that explanation, and that is why we are finding miseries in our law, miseries in our country. Everything is happening even because of that. Our reporters are misleading, our politicians are misleading, our news are misleading, and everybody is misleading public. When there is no requirement, no mandate, you have to elect Prime Minister. Why you elect Prime Minister? That is first question. Why do we decide to elect Prime Minister when Prime Minister is not required to be elected by common person? And if we elect Prime Minister, why do you elect MP? That's another question. Again I repeat, go to Article 81. I have put this also on text of this video. What is 81? 80? Go and read this. This is regarding composition of Lok Sabha, House of People. You have to compose Lok Sabha. A citizen is required to compose Lok Sabha. A citizen who is a constitutional functionary for this purpose. A citizen having vote right, having adult suffrage right to elect his representative. Incapacity as member of parliament, Lok Sabha, has to elect MP. He is an authority to elect MP. A voter is an authority, a power to elect MP of his area. And that means if all areas elect that, all 545 areas, geographically based areas, territorial constituencies, that is called composition of Lok Sabha according to constitution of this country. You read that. If you elect your Lok Sabha yourself, you compose Lok Sabha. Why do you compose PM? I don't understand this. You are by law, by constitution, required to elect your composition of Lok Sabha. So you compose that. Why you compose someone else? You have to elect your MP only. But you never do that. You never even know who are there in fray, whom you are talking of. They never come to you, but you elect by imagination someone you don't know. Whose fault is that? Is that fault of political party or part of government? Whose fault is that? You are voting for someone you don't know ABCD about that man or person. It is part of voter to think. But you just vote, oh, I voted Congress, I voted BJP. It is my family that votes only to BJP or Congress. No, we cannot go this way or that way. No, sorry. We are Congress family, we are BJP family. Oh, no, I am Modi Bhakt. Oh, I don't care for that. I just voted, I did my duty, I am a national. If public thinks that way, then how can you move this country? You are doing something, you are thinking of, you are going to polling station, you are wasting your time to elect something unknown. You are electing BJP, you are electing Congress, you are electing someone unknown. I don't understand the meaning of that. Why do you go for vote? Oh, no, it's my constitution. I have to go. You go for what? You are electing unknown. You don't even know him. You never met him or her. And you vote. That person even sometimes comes and rally and does, okay, or okay. Is this adequate for you? Is this sufficient for you to vote? This is a problem in this country. 90 crores people vote without knowing what they are doing. And I'm not talking about MLAs and others. That is very, very different. First lawmaker is MP. Only that MP in Lok Sabha you have to vote. And that vote you are putting in water. You are throwing into dust. So you are at fault. You are at mistake. Not state, not constitution, not someone else. You always blame, oh, this is system, this is law, what can I do? What you can do, you are not doing, and who will tell you what you have to do? When you are voting, it is your responsibility. How to check candidate, how to examine candidate. You are going to elect the top profile of this nation. Do you know that? MP Lok Sabha is number one profile in this nation. Profile number one. Member of Parliament Lok Sabha, it is hierarchy which leads to other locations. It is MP who is responsible to elect Prime Minister. And Prime Minister responsible to elect ministers. And based on that, President is empowered to certify or to appoint Prime Ministers. And then President is elected by Electoral College. And then chain moves like that, perpetual rotation. So it is citizen of this country, electorate of this country, who elects a member of parliament, first and top authority of law, authority of constitution, authority of governance from this nation, which you never understand. This means if MP Lok Sabha is rubbish, everything is rubbish. If MP Lok Sabha is good, everything is good. But you do not know who is MP. Unfortunately, unpleasingly, and shamefully, we people are shameful. If you do not know even who is your MP, what does he do, who is he, what is his background, what's the profile, but you elect him and celebrate that. You are celebrating election also without knowing whom you elected. And that person knows he is not elected by you. Someone else was elected and is enjoying that election. Because you never opted for election for MP, you opted for PM, whom you got no relation in constitution at all. And with whom you are in relation, that person knows you nothing, and you know about him nothing. You don't know him, he doesn't. That's all. No reciprocal relation with that person between citizen and MP, which should be. A citizen and an MP must be reciprocal to each other. They should know each other. I'm not saying no personally, but politically, system-wise, that MP is your representative as citizen of this country, as voter of that area. You must know your attorney. Representative means your agent is your parliament agent. Agent, yes, he is your parliament agent. He is your attorney, parliament attorney. That is fact of life. And if you cannot understand that, no one can help you. There is no requirement to go into details. You are appointing, and that person is appointed. This is system. That's what I say. We never know system. We only blame system. We closed constitution for 70 years, and now only we have gone to preamble page. We ignored even preamble. We have started now only preamble study. Well, that's good one, not bad one. But preamble should not be left at preamble. You should have go to further pages. You should have gone to Article 1. Sternly, amicably, these so-called leaders and so-called intellectuals, they generally speak Hindustan, Hindustan, Hindustan. I am surprised. Again, imagination. Again, abuse of term. There is no Hindustan on world map. There is no Hindustan state in UNO list. There is no Hindustan in NAM. There is no Hindustan in SARC. And there is no Hindustan in constitution of this country. I think there is imaginary Hindustan. No Hindustan. But we use this term very frequently, very proudly, which is stupidity, nothing else. Go to first article of constitution. Don't go beyond that. You will find beautiful name of this country. It's Bharat, it's India, and that's it. You see passport, what's written there? Bharat Ganatantra, what's a Bharat Ganraj or Republic of India? Is there Hindustan on that? No. Then why do you use that term? Because you are used to that speech. You cannot change your tongue because you don't know constitution. You think, oh, it must be Hindustan in constitution. First find where it is. You say, oh, there's a song, Sare Jahan Se Acha Hindustan Hamara. Change it. Sare Jahan Se Acha Bharat Varsh Hamara. What's wrong with that? Means you are not prone to changes and adaptability. You should change your attitude. You should have pride. Call Bharat better than something else. What's wrong with that? Krishna accepted this, Ram accepted this, but you are not accepting that. You know how? Just remember what's written in Gita. Remember. Those who call Hindustan, I call them fools. Yada yada hi dharmasya galanir bharti bharat. Yada yada hi dharmasya galanir bhavti bharat. Have you ever heard this? There are 4 lines spoken, uttered by Krishna to Arjun in Mahabharata. And also Ram did that. Whom you believe your God, okay, believe them God, I have nothing to say. But understand them first. Yada yada hi dharmasya galanir bhavti bharat avayutthanam dharmasya tadatmanam srijamiham praritrnaya sadhunam vinashaya yaduskatam dharm sansthapanarthaya sambhavani. Have you ever heard that? What does it mean? You find that meaning. I'm not going to explain that. This is your job. I'm explaining about system. I'm not explaining about this. Just I referred it to you just to tell what Bharat is. Bharat Bhagya Vidata. We every day chant this. Janagana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya Bharat Bhagya Vidata. What is Bharat? What is Bhagya? I explained to you already. You understand that yourself. Twice it has been repeated on national anthem. Bharat, Bharat, in beginning, at an end nearly. You do not even know your name, and you don't want to know that. Unfortunate it is. Unfortunate, really. They take oath in name of Bharat, but they forget after taking oath, because for them constitution is only an oath ceremony. An oath taking ceremony, nothing else. After that, they close constitution, put in an envelope, bind it very well, and put in their almirah or kapot forever. They do not see that. They don't revisit constitution. They visit only their minds, their parties, and their own. Congress thinks of itself, BJP thinks of all other things of themselves. They never bother about constitution. But our MPs are there. Again, I come back to point of discussion. Lok Sabha, where we We posted our elected representatives. We posted them. It's not election commissioner. It's we people of this country. We people of this country post 545 MPs, Lok Sabha. Election commissioner is our clerk. Only high profile clerk to administer this work. So we don't depend upon him. Returning officer is simply a declarer, no one else, announcer. And gadget is the implementation, is an information post that this person has been elected. But it is you who elected. But you do not elect him, you elect PM. Forget it now. Forget, take out from your mind that you have to elect PM in future. If you do that, you will make yourself intelligent. You will qualify, you will give quality to this Lok Sabha. If you want this Lok Sabha work qualitatively, not duffily, not you can say stupidly, then you have to elect your MP your way. Forget political party, forget prime minister candidate, forget everything. Just concentrate on your objective. Just concentrate on your target. And target is your Lok Sabha representative. Who should one be? What sort of person that should be? What profile that should be? Or you may be there yourself. Constitution permits you. You can join Lok Sabha as member of parliament. If you are elected, you are welcome. Everybody is welcome. If you think so, if you have that quality, that potential, that caliber, that curriculum, you can become. No obstacle. But if you are electing someone, you have to use your power intellectually, brilliantly, keeping abreast future of this nation, policies of this nation, and international image of this nation, which has been destroyed by current regime. I know it's not going to happen tomorrow. No, it shall not. But any time, whatever time can come, elections will be conducted. This government shall have to go sometime. No one is permanent in this world. And what's happening now, it's the way towards ouster of this government, shortly or lately. It has to go. Someone has to come. But do not bring kachra, rubbish again. This government shall have to go, but problem is future government. That problem we have to see now. Or if you are going to wait for destruction of this constitution, I cannot answer that. You are citizen, you are powerful citizen until this constitution exists, and day when this constitution is removed, burnt, and something else is imposed, that day your status shall change to null and void, to slavery, except those people who are Bhakts of Modi or higher echelon of this society, Brahmanism you can say, or those people who are having money, they shall be citizens only, they shall be citizens only, and you will be their servants for permanent, for good, and use like slaves, nothing else. If you want your high heads to start thinking for constitution stability, for constitution augmentation, for constitution coagulation, for permanent power of constitution, if you cannot do then there is no bigger fool than we all are. If we cannot change, we can do research work in every subject. We can think to go to moon, we can think to go to sun, but we cannot think to live peacefully in this country with dignity, that our preamble says that every person, every individual must be allowed to live dignified life with fraternity, with unity, with integrity that we are living. And we have already lost that due to this management now. this governance now, but we have to reinstate ourselves, we have to restore ourselves to something better than what it is today, and we are responsible for that. We are designer for that proposal. We have to study that proposal and adopt that, and that we have to start thinking now. It's not 50 years from now, it's maybe few months or few years onwards that we are going to relocate, research, rework on Lok Sabha election, which shall impact upon all political and non-political scenario in this country. It may be state elections, it may be election of judiciary officers, or election of ministers, or whatever, election of top people in institutions which are non-constitutional or statutory institutions. We have to start thinking now, or else we shall not find opportunity again, and we may be never ask for such proposals, because our adult suffrage is broken, or we are devoid of that power which we enjoy now. Power of adult suffrage means power of citizen vote. That vote is your visa to have political power in this country, to have legislative power in this country, to have judicial power in this country, to have, you can say, executive power in this country. That is your exclusive vote, privilege and right both. It is privilege because it is your choice whether you want to use that power or you discard that power. That's your choice. No one can force you. But if you want to use it, you have to use it as required, perfectly. When you apply for some position somewhere, anywhere in the world, you send your CV. They examine your CV, scrutinize, they shortlist you, they call you for interview or written examination and then interview and then probation. After that, you are regularized, not before that. That's the procedure for every position, every title, whether private sector, government sector, other sector, or even do if you business, to conduct business, you do something, professional business or non-professional business, you have to apply your, you can say, your pre-qualifications in every department. So when you are going to elect your MP, you just blindly elect by his name. Oh, this is my name, this is M, I belong to this party, vote me. Is that enough for a position of top level? Legislative position. It's not contract. It's power of constitution. You are going to impart, give, provide power of lawmaking to a person of this country without taking into your consideration profile of that person, that incumbent candidate, and you're happy just to vote for nothing. Why? You are giving your power, actually it is yours. You must be a parliamentarian, but all can't be. 140 crore people or 90 crore voters, if you just imagine, can they sit in one building and vote? They cannot. That is why there is a representation requirement, and which is also not truly built, which is defective one, but whatever it is defective now, it may not be corrected immediately. It requires some treatment of correction. It requires a remedial measures to correct, set it right. That's not happened yet. That cannot happen without amendment to Constitution. That's a very big, long exercise which can be checked in, but whatever we have to depend upon that. There can be many changes to Constitution if you want representation. Say, in addition to just head count, there should be proportional voting. Just happens in other countries. This candidate gets so many votes, so many votes, so many votes, so much percentage. That is acceptable. That must be there. But currently, for timing, it doesn't happen, because those people who designed this constitution missed that point, thinking everything will be fine. People will think, people shall decide, because they left this charter to people. They left this part of privilege, status and charter to people on their own. Let them decide. And also average vote. All MPs do not have average vote counts. One is having 1 lakh votes somewhere, 3 lakh votes somewhere, 20 lakhs votes, 50 lakhs, 30 lakhs votes. That is also not proportional. It should be uniform. It's not. It doesn't exist that way. So there are many points that require correction. And of course, one point is, if one gets 51 votes and one gets 49 votes, 49% disregarded. That's also wrong. If one candidate gets 51 votes, say, let us say 100 votes are there, 51 one gets, 49 other gets. You elect 51, you reject 79. This is what happens because we have head counts. But is that right? If a person who is 51 and a person who is 49, how much difference is there? How much difference is there? 0.5% to each. One gets, if both are 50, it is tally. So that was the 51. So 0.5 to 1% count difference decides, not 50-49. This means we missed something somewhere. Yes, if you got 70% vote, if you got 80%, we can say you have full right to that position. You access this position for 5 years. But if there is difference of say 49-50, then there should be reconsideration. I am not saying re-elect. Then distribute that 5 years to both. That can be a better amendment. Okay, you are elected for 3 years or you are elected for 2 years or something like that. That at least full representation of people must be in parliament. Partly, no problem. What does representation means? Public representation. This means, first of all, there's only, let us say, 50% people joined voting, joined polling, they cooperated, 50% did not. And out of 50%, if somebody gets 50%, means only 25% vote. So there's a distribution of 25% or 24% for both. And only one is elected. So remaining people are not representing parliament. That's where a research is required, a farmer is required, and that must be done by parliament itself. The constitution has to do this either in form of a statute or in form of constitutional amendment. Election commission is not authorized for that. Even judiciary is not authorized for that. It is your electoral people, your representative who can work on this. That's another part of problem. But out of this, on top of that, problem is whoever we are electing now in current scenario, what caliber that person should have. That you have to see before voting. Have we ever demanded curriculum vitae of these candidates? We have never demanded. We have never demanded, therefore nobody has cared to submit as such. No candidate cared, no political party cared, and no one cared. Okay, give your CVs. Have you ever received any curriculum vitae for some candidate in last 14 elections? Never. Because we are sleeping society. Okay, who bothers? Let people vote. I don't even go follow. No problem. It's a choice. Your previous society, your previous person. But we have to think for nation. We have traveled 70 years, but we have not developed ourselves. Develop doesn't mean road development. Development means political development. We have not standardized our election system. Our election system based on fool's paradise. Every political party knows how can they get votes. All know it. We don't know it. They calculate based on religion, they calculate based on caste, and they win it. And even if they don't get success, they later on compromise or negotiate. So my right has gone to hell. I wanted this candidate, say, that candidate won, but that candidate sells himself to someone else. So my vote has gone in market of negotiation. So there was no purpose, I had to vote. My purpose is defeated. If I wanted someone, that person won. But that party didn't get majority. That person supports someone else because he is paid by that party. So my vote was sold by that candidate whom I elected. This is a crime in my eyes, but it's not a crime in legal eyes. And it's not a crime in constitutional eyes. But actually it's a crime. It's a crime done by my candidate who was elected. My representative sold himself or sells him. When my representative is sold in market of politics, then my vote is sold by him. Who have given authority to sell? Nobody. I did not authorize that person to sell my vote to someone else. But that person does proudly. I support you, I buy. but I did not authorize him. This means my authority has been limited. Just to vote, not to question later on. So why I should accept this? Then why I should not talk to that person before voting, who you are, what you want to do, give me undertaking as such. That is called professionalization of politics. We failed in professionalizing. We just accepted voting and no accountability. It's not someone else who is voting in my area. I am voting. Others are voting in my area. We all have to ensure that our winner remains ours, not others. I don't care, and we should not care which political party is involved, because political parties are almost same all time. Okay, this time I lost lakhs, next time you allow me to win. There may be pool, and this happens. Money transaction, it happens. Ministerial births, it happens. So I am standing nowhere in that system except to vote. Not more than that. Because I cannot go to parliament, nobody shall allow me to sit to talk to these people. I cannot even question the speaker. I cannot question my member of parliament. Then what for that vote is? This means that vote is weightless. That vote has got no teeth. My adult suffrage is no meaning. Even if I vote or I don't vote, it has got no meaning. My vote is scrap. My vote is to go to waste basket. Then what's the purpose of voting? So we have to check it. We have to examine it. What I'm doing, what you're doing. Voter means voter. My vote is just formality, nothing else. It's just formality. There is no mandate in Constitution that how many percent minimum is required. If suppose there is a poll of 20%, it's acceptable. There's a poll of 5%, it's acceptable. And even if candidates vote, no one else votes, it's acceptable. This means this is open ground. You vote, fine. You don't vote, fine. I'm not going to interfere. If there are 2 votes, election can be declared. This means I have no freedom actually. I have no freedom to win, to elect. It's only for namesake. That is why people are crying now. They say they're anti-national, they're talking of freedom. Well, nothing anti-national that. Freedom is mandated in Constitution. In fundamental rights is mentioned, freedom of speech. Is that mentioned? Freedom of expression. On preambles is given freedom, liberty. We have to count that. If I'm asking freedom of speech, okay, I want this freedom, what's wrong with that? Okay, you translate to Acharya or Swatantra, what's wrong with that? I want a job, I want a freedom from unemployment, I want freedom from hunger, I want freedom from starvation, I want freedom from bad quality, I want freedom from standardization, I want freedom from corrupt leaders, I want freedom from prime ministers, I want freedom from president, what's wrong with that? That is freedom of freedom. It's not national freedom. I'm not demanding freedom from government. Yes, if government is corrupt, I shall demand freedom from that corrupt government. What's wrong with that? Yes, this is logical. You have right for freedom because Constitution mandates that. Freedom of expression, freedom of profession of religion, freedom of job, freedom of profession. We are not demanding freedom to kill. No, that's not demanded. Freedom to upgrade your standard of living, freedom to earning, freedom to advancement, freedom to study, freedom to have further education. What's wrong with that? They say you're anti-national. If you're demanding some quality, more argumentation to your values, and okay, we are anti-national then, finish. You enjoy your national status. I am anti-national. I'll keep demanding like this. What's wrong with that? That is why I say we have to see quality of our lawmakers. Lawmakers we want, not law destabilizers. We want lawmakers, not law blind minds. We want lawmakers and not foolish MPs. We want lawmakers so that good cabinet is established. We want lawmakers so that they work fine and good judges are elected. We want lawmakers so that good officers are elected. good ministers are elected. That is required. We want lawmakers who knows what is constitution. CAB was voted by everyone of BJP and many other allies. Are you questioning them? Why did they vote in this support? How many of you questioned? We know this is not in a spiritual sense valid to preambles and constitution. Even then we are not questioning. Because someone said we have to pass this bill, MPs voted for. Without considering merits and demerits, they voted for. So we have a right to question those MPs. We have a absolute right. I am a voter. I put this on Facebook. Again, I'm telling you, last time also I raised question to my MP about this law, which is supported because it's from BJP. You have to answer me. I did not receive any answer. I posted this question on his Facebook. Are you slave to PM? What PM says he would do? Or you are my representative? This is question. Whether or not you represent me or whether you represent PM. Which one you represent? Legally, you represent me, not PM. You are a member of BJP. That is not my problem. That is your problem. My problem is, why did you support this law, CAB to CAA, when this is against Constitution and you are an advocate yourself? Don't you understand Constitution? My question is that. And it should be question for everyone of you. If you think you belong to this nation, you want your representative work for you, not for PM. Why should I expect you that you work for PM? Yes, if you're elected minister, you work for PM in that capacity, not in capacity MP. In capacity MP, you're my employee because my taxes are going to your pocket. My taxes are going to your maintenance. You have to listen to me. I am your principal, you're my agent. Principal has authority to question you, and you have authority to inform me what you are doing. Inform me about what you're doing. That is very much important. Then I want to see news. No, I do not depend on news. You tell me what you did for my area, for me, and for my nation. What is your contribution in Parliament, Lok Sabha? How did you make Lok Sabha better by your contribution? That should be my information you give me. And if you are unable to do that, then you are not working. In 5 years' time, at least every 3 months or every 6 months, we should call for each other, and I should be able to write to you or mail to you about my problems. That is my right. I have to raise voice in Parliament. You are medium of that. You should be medium of that. But it's not happening. You never told me what you are. I voted to you. That my mistake was. But now I am not going to make that mistake. I must know before voting what is your profile. I don't care about your name. I want your capacity. You are a criminal or you are honest person? You are law-abiding citizen? Do you believe in Constitution? How much you know about Constitution? What is your responsibility in Parliament? Can you understand what they are doing? Do you understand what is union list, what is concurrent, what is state list? Do you know what is problem of this country? Do you know what is policy of this country? And how much money balance you have? What you are going to do in future? All such topics, all such questions can be raised to such a responsible position person. You are going to represent 10 lakhs or 5 lakhs or whatsoever. You are accountable to them and you are not accountable to Prime Minister, which you are doing. It's my appointment to you. It's my vote to you, not Prime Minister vote to you. You are answerable to citizen of this country, to your electorate. And if you cannot do that, you are not working for me, then why should I pay you? But unfortunate I am that I don't have constitutional authority to dismiss you. That authority is missing. Those designers of question missed that point, that you can punish your MP. I cannot punish you. And law or judge is also not authorized to examine what you are doing, because this is parliament proceedings. Judiciary is not authorized to interfere in that. I am not authorized to interfere in that. Only you are powerful. You and you are unique position to an extent accountability is concerned. Yes, morally I can question you. Ethically I can question you, but I can't force you to answer. This is where defect lies. I am your employer, I am paying to you, I am voting for you, but I am not having any right to question you officially, formally, so that you are forced to answer to me. That is unfair between two parties. I am just imagining that I am your employer. In fact, I am not your employer. I am nothing to you for 5 years. That is where we fail. Because once you are elected, you think you are asset to parliament and not to me, while you should be asset to me, not to parliament. But I can't harm you. I can't take any disciplinary actions against you. I cannot move you in court. I cannot do anything. Even if I like, I cannot bring privilege motion against you. Only parliament can bring privilege motion against you. There means I am completely actionless. I cannot react, only can wait for 5 years just to reject you or to bring someone else. But that also repeats that same thing. Once I re-elect someone or elect a new one, that 5 exercises again same. So I am just, you can say, zero. Means my opportunity, constitutional opportunity, is only to vote. And that's it. After that, I am none. I am not your voter. I am not your client. I am not your employer. I am no one, because you are parliamentarian, you are lawmaker, and I am nothing. This is a problem which we created ourselves. Actually, Constitution has left it to citizens of this country to decide about this issue. And that issue is, there is interactive relation imagined, that both would talk to each other, both would confer and find solutions to problems. But that part is not understood rightly. Once you are in power, because there are only 550 people out of 90 crores or 140 crores, and they think they are honor of this nation for 5 years. Here lies problem. Here is diagnosis. We have to treat this. We have to inject this problem, check this, x-ray this, and what pathologies they are saying, we have to make that one. We have to analyze this, we have to screen out, we have to filter, we have to check crystallography, all this, we have to see what atomic structure is there. That's what we have to ensure and treat that accordingly. Where we have failed, because all these words can't be understood by every citizen. Can't be understood, but this is required. If you don't apply treatment now, you can never apply. You shall be habitual of mistakes. You shall be habitual of accepting everything. 5 points, 5 characters, 5 powers given on preamble would not mean anything. Which are, again, I'm telling you, sovereign status, socialist status, secular status, democratic status, and republic status are only status for namesake, not for application, not for implementation, which are required now. If we don't do it now, it shall be air polluted. It shall be democratic polluted. Democracy shall pollute itself. Sovereignty shall have no meaning. And republic is imaginary value only. I am king. I am royal. While I am not. Maybe you are not getting me. I am not sure. But I am speaking plain. I am not speaking complicated word. I am speaking very simple language so that communication is made easy. I am not editorial of papers, or I will bring words from dictionary, heavy words, no need. Communication should be explicit and clear and communicative itself. So I am trying to apprise you what's happening. I am not trying to mandate anything. I cannot mandate. My only consideration, my only request to every citizen from youngest to oldest of my nation is to understand while you elect first top authority in parliament, that is member of parliament, who has been ignored till now. We ignored member of parliament, his authority we eroded ourselves, because it's member of parliament that's authorized to enact laws, to question executive, to question every department of ministries, to question all over India what is happening, why it's happening. It is first point of contact, member of Lok Sabha, whom we ignored absolutely grossly, and that is our mistake. That has brought us to this level where we have to chart out solutions. We have to analyze problems, what problems are, we have to understand them and impact on them by solutions. That we have not done yet. That is a drawback of our democracy, that we fail to understand what democracy is all about. We just think, vote and that's duty finished. No, that's not duty finished. You have to keep yourself as CCTV camera, means surveillance. See what they are doing from time to time. Raise question, confer with them. You send them mails or call them and get them involved with us simultaneously together. Member of parliament is not isolated. That's inclusive part of our citizenry, our electorate. And if that member doesn't do that, kick that member out, force him to resign. If that member doesn't accept force, then we can ask him to resign, or we do not respect him. We can write to parliament, hold his salaries, hold his benefits. You write that irrespective of this, not provision in constitution. But voice must be raised. If you can't work for me, I can't pay you. When we hold salaries of other employees in every place, why not to control our MPs? Constitution cannot say everything, but we drive this constitution. We can react on that, and that MP must know that he is not free at his will. He has to be free at public will. It's public. For him, you have been appointed, and you have to work, and you have to give report to public from time to time, frequently. Public must know what you are doing. We are not sent to, they are not sent to there just to play games. This is treasury bench, this opposition bench. We don't want to listen to you. It's no question of listening. We are not sent to thump your table. We are not sent to abuse each other. That is not our purpose. This is top house of this nation. This must be respectful. You have to conduct in a professional way, in an expert way, because you are there to enact laws. Enactment of laws, very complicated procedure. It needs patience. It needs understanding. It needs contents have been built. Are these contents right or not right? We cannot just depend upon certain bureaucrats when they draft constitution, they draft bills. We cannot exclusively depend upon them. They can bring whatever they intend to bring. I am not an advocate, but there's no need to be an advocate to understand all this. MPs are doing, legislature is doing for people and not for foreign country. Our problems we have to solve through these legislators, through these lawmakers, and through parliament, so that no one is devoid of justice, no one is devoid of equality, and no one is devoid of liberty. That is what we have to make possible to all people, all citizens, and that's why Constitution says justice, economical, social, and political, equality, and liberty. It says that, it means that. But we have to draw that to us. We are just wasting our time in speaking Hindu, Muslim, this country, Pakistan, this and that. All day, people are forced to waste their time and entertain this, enjoy this. It's not enjoying game. It's serious game. Management of country, governance of country is not, you can say, film. It's fact of life. It's no film, it's no movie. Parliament is no movie. Serious business is required. So what we have to do then? Simple solution is we have to be careful. Sorry. If we are not careful, we waste our time. We waste public time. Can't we be careful? So what care you have to take? Only care you have to take that you have to understand Constitution of this country, Bharat ka Samvidhan. You have to understand well. Moreover, you are educated. Our people are now well educated. They can read, they can write. Not necessary if you do not know English. You can read in your language. What's the problem? But you are bored, I know. You are busy. You have no time to read Constitution. You have time to go to film. You have time to go to birthday parties. You have time to go to marriage ceremonies. You have to time go to mount stations. And you have time for everything except to know about your constitution, your nation. You have to change now scenario of this country. If you do not change it, again I am stressing, whenever election comes, do not waste time. Reject all if they don't come to you, better. And if they come to you, demand CV. You know CV? In our language called biodata, but I call CV because it is curriculum vitae. It's Sanskrit word. What karma you have done. Vitae means done. Whatever time you spend in your life, career building or otherwise, that is reflected on CV. So you have to reflect what you have done and you have to reflect what your objective. We have to screen out that for every candidate. I don't want rallies you conduct. I get nothing from rallies. You spend crores in rallies, but what benefit to me? You may call by paying money, many participants in rally. It doesn't help me. I don't want any rally. I don't want any promises. I don't want any manifesto. I don't want any speeches. These all have failed me. Your manifestos are showroom. Your speeches are useless because your speeches do not contain any material in substance. It contains only criticism of other party, which I don't like. I want constructive management submission. You have to talk to these people, these candidates, and they have to talk to you. We have to confer with each other, must brainstorm and decide which one is better. Once you question them face to face or even by communication, they will remember that there are people to watch them. Even if the 10% voters do this, they will set right. They will not ignore voters. They shall forget PM and they will concerned about voter. That's what we want. Now what happens? They don't care for voters. They take voters for granted. They say, okay, they are representative, we are a republic representative. They consider themselves representatives, but they don't consider you as principal. Only one part is working, other part is not working. If you are my representative agent, I am your principal. You are not regarding me when I should be regarding. So I want to fill in that missing portion of this relation. What parliament is doing, that's the other part. What society doing, that's more important. We have to first of all elect right person for right job. That is what Article 81 says, composition of Lok Sabha. It says you have to compose, you have to constitute Lok Sabha. This means you have to elect your area representative, and that area representative has to work as a representative for 5 years. So you can ask questions, whatever you will think per parliament position, and ask for report. That professional status we require, because MP, though it's not professional by education, but what work MP has to do is more important than profession. MP has to involve in deciding future of all nation, future of nation with other bodies, other countries. We have to decide national policies and international policies according to what is given on union list and concurrent list. They have to decide complicated issues. They have to decide issues relating to many spheres of life. So you can't expect a person who understands nothing and be MP, who is a criminal and become MP. Do you digest this? Unfortunately, currently there are 233 Lok Sabha members who have criminal background, and they have been voted to Lok Sabha, to join House of Lok Sabha, and they are sitting there, and we cannot do anything. Whose fault is this? I should say this is public fault and no one else's fault. We did all this ignoringly, condone that thing. We condoned all this. We just went to polling station, cast a vote, and then saw a sign of we show. What victory we have done? Nothing. We just voted to hell. We voted to some person who is not ours. Why are you showing we are victorious? Cheating only. I was cheating to self. We have to be serious. It's like mathematics problem. You see, when you write history, you don't feel so seriousness. But when you read mathematics, it's very, very difficult. It's not enjoying subject. While it must be enjoying, because you are using mind. When you use mind, you feel pleased. We are not feel pleased. We never expect this. Oh, mathematics, I want to get rid of that. Because it's giving. I have physics. Oh my God, I don't want to study this very boring subject. Chemistry, oh, very, very boring subject. I want to read that subject which pleases me, which entertains me. That is where we fail. Lok Sabha is serious business. My representative must involve in questioning, in debating. It's not simply speaking. You have to put points. You have to read what is happening. What happens? Bring one law, pass it today, pass it today. Why pass it today? You raise question. Even if you belong to the same party, you raise question. What's wrong with that? Are you MP of that party or people, you can't question? Why can't you question? Because you don't want to question. You want to, oh, no, I am from this party. This will not give me ticket, this and that. My president party will be angry with me. Country is not ruled by political party. They are not ruling us. Parliament is ruling us. You are parliamentarian. Why are you worried about who is your president party? Who is your leader? Why are you worried about that? It's not one man business. It's 545 people to decide. But you have thought, no, no, no. My policy is this. My prime minister says, he's not your prime minister. You are a member of parliament. You are lawmakers. He has to report to you. This is business. This is law. So why are you scared of prime minister? That is what is required in democracy. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression. You are working for constitution. You are working for legal mechanism. You can say unlimited responsibility. Why you say I can't? You have to speak. I want to see you involved in every affair. This is a serious business. You have to use mind. You have to use intellect. You have to think. We require think tanks. We don't require dogs these. We don't require cats these, rats these. No. We want thinkers there. Thinkers of all levels. But we don't get that. Give me name in name of Modi. Give me in name of Congress. Why? Why should I give you a name Modi? Who is Modi? I don't know Modi. I don't know Sonia. I don't know someone else. I want to see India, Bharat, build and develop. Why should I expect Modi only? Is there only Modi in this country? Or only Congress in this country? There are 140 crore people in this country. Leave it to MPs. Don't worry about PM and MCM and all that. Leave it to MPs. Don't pull their rights. Don't erode their rights. Just by foolishly voting, ignoring my candidate of MP and considering only PM, I am eroding my own rights. I erode my rights, not someone else's rights. I have to empower member of parliament. That is a person through whom I can deal with this nation. But no, I am not doing that because I don't know why. I don't understand myself why I am doing this. But no. Who will be PM? Undue question. Undue question. Can you list out future PMs? Do you know them? You don't know them. Can you define me how many, who shall be, suppose tomorrow there is no Modi, who shall be PM, and then after that, and then after that, can you enlist, can you decide today? No one can decide today. So why should we worry about that then? Oh, after Modi who, after Indira who, after Nehru who, after Shastri who? Nobody decided that. No one can decide that. You can also be PM tomorrow. What's wrong with that? If you come to such a level that any one of you, whoever you are, you can also be appointed prime minister. What's wrong with that? Why only these? Anybody can be. Who is to be? Who knew that there will be Gujral? Who did VP Singh? Who knew in those days Shastri would be there? Nobody knew that. But time brought them to this position and they became successful. Nobody knew those. Why should we worry now? When we are brilliant, we are intelligent, we are occupied, we have education. After having so much knowledge, why don't we use this knowledge? Why you want to keep this knowledge in pocket or in books and don't open this? What is use of my degree or diploma or my doctorate or my expertise if I cannot think for my country and cannot elect right people? Think. When you think, you can elect people who can think. And if you cannot think, you become Bhakts, 10 crore Bhakts. So-called 10 crore Bhakts. If you become Bhakts, better. I can't answer. Because you cannot answer Bhakt. Bhakt is Bhakt. Those who do not want to face criticism, I can't respond to them because they are not concerned about nation. They are not concerned about constitution. They are only concerned about some person, and that is not right way. One should be free mind. Why should one be bhakt of someone? This is all bad road. I am not slave to anybody. Prime Minister is for work, not for support. We cannot leave Prime Minister free. Absolutely. Prime Minister is liable to answer House of Representatives. He is bound, and members of House of Representatives are bound to answer citizen, electorate, voter. This is our principle. This is our mandate. But if I don't have that answer, then I feel helpless. What I can do? What can I do? This, what can I do, should be thrown away, and we have to catch hold of representative MP and ask question. What have you done? Until we do that, we cannot be American democracy. We cannot be UK democracy. Actually, we are not democracy. Frankly speaking, we are not democracy. We are just in imagination that we are a democratic nation. We are neither democratic, we are neither democratic nor republic. We are effigies, we are Kathputalis of these netas. For their survival, they mislead us, and we are misled. They try to get whatever you want. They won't give you whatever you want. They try to get your votes only. They have no other ambition. Citizen has to awaken now. We have to move. We have to revolve. We have to create cyclones. We have to create thunderstorms to these lawmakers. They have to answer. They are bound to respond or throw them out. Throw them out. We don't need security guards on them. After all, they are for me. Why one MP can be off public? Why? How? He's my employee. Why can he be off me? He has to answer me. But I am not doing that. I'm not forcing him to answer. Force him to answer. He is not my sahab. He is not my sir. He is not my lord. He is getting salary. He is getting my money, public money. He is enjoying that. I least bother what money is spent in elections. That is his problem. That's not my problem. I did not sell my vote. I use my vote. My vote is used by me. So I have to be careful about safety of that vote. And if this person cannot give me guarantee of safety of my vote, then this person is not working for me. We have to be very clear. And if we cannot think this way ourselves, if I don't think even a small point, how can I expect my MP to be thinker? Don't you think there should be thinker MP? You think there should be a brew MP? There should be a fool MP? MP of yes, yes, yes only? Do you think that your MP should be like that? Or there somebody should touch feet of government? I don't need that MP. I need my effective MP, because that is first root of tree. If my MP is not to my requirement, who can shout on my behalf in parliament, who can speak in parliament, who can raise issues, who can come to public here in my constituency and actually examine what authorities are doing, what departments are doing, and what municipalities are doing, what other people are doing, how traffic police is doing. He must have capability to administer virtually, practically. I want that dynamism in MP. It's not simply sitting and yes, yes, and no, 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 I don't want that. This you have to think. Is it right or wrong? You think. If I'm misguiding, you tell me. Leave a response on this video comments. Am I wrong? And I shall like to get more suggestions from you. How can I improve my information to you? How can we provide you? I provide you better information. Everybody has to work. When I speak for a few minutes, I have to work a lot on that. But I improve by your support, and you have to start thinking. It's not one man thinking. Whole nation has to think. I am just speaking to public, though I know my voice would not reach thousands and millions, no problem. If people are interested, they may see, they may not see, it doesn't matter. Because it's not in my control, it's beyond my control. If you think for your nation, you have to produce parliament with think tankers. This time think tanker is very important. Because of technology, because of time, because of potential of people, what's happening today is very dangerous situation. There are some elements in government who want to fire this constitution, who want to set away this constitution and deprive people of this constitution. This is red signal coming in, dangerous coming in. We have to be clear now what actually we want. We want to allow a blemish on constitution, or tear its pages, or break it, or we want something else. Because these people came to power through this constitution and they don't want to get back through this page. They want to stay somewhere in their own way. That I do not support. It's not simple discussion. It's a question of dedication. It's a question of determination. We are big society, big people, wealthiest and poorest both. Wealthiest do not worry, but poorest have to worry. Government doesn't take care of everyone, we know. That's why we are ignoring government. It is people who constitute MPs and they constitute government. If we check MPs, government shall automatically be checked, automatically be censored, automatically be audited. But if you don't have power to audit our MP, nobody cares for that. We always talk of one man prime minister, forget prime minister forever until our MPs are set right. Once MPs are set right, by virtue of its sequence, PM shall be set right, minister shall be set right, and all systems shall be set right when MP is questioned all time, all day, and he is hammered. This is very, very bitter statement I am giving, but this is bitter treatment because only medicines are bitter, not sweet. We have to be very serious now. We have slept a lot for 6 years, 5 years, and before that also we were sleeping. We had been sleeping during Congress's time. Mostly people did not give required answers, and even now it is happening. It's not my choice. It's not my choice. I am only suggesting to you to change your attitude, because your attitude shall change nation. It's not my attitude alone. If everybody thinks you will help yourself, you should help nation, and you will help public, because public is public. There are people who think but they cannot depose. This happens. There are people who understand but they are not open because of fear, because of frightening status existing everywhere. You speak against government, you speak against PM, you speak against regime, you shall be brought into picture. Oh, this man is against the government, this man is against Modi. Hold him and scold him, or if required, kill him. Up to that level. People have been killed. Journalists have been killed. People have named it terrorist, Atangwadi, anti-national. I am also given that name. You see on my answers on Facebook and what type of language these beautiful bucks, handsome bucks are giving. Because they are paid for that. I know. Nobody has time or interest in writing against someone, support a political party, until they are paid. I don't mind that. Try. Ultimately, you are writing your mind and you are spoiling your mind, because you later on you shall be used to that type of writing and accept that. It's not my problem. But to my extent is concerned, I respect them. I respect them to an extent that they were with me, they are with me, but that is only imaginary. If they help me, they listen to me, I'll be happy. 5 years period is not small. 5 years MP position is not small. You come abreast of many problems. You come abreast of many people, many national level and international people. You have many accesses to find solutions. You are dealing with country budget. You are dealing with allotments. You are dealing with policy making. You are dealing with what you people require for. You may be committee members. You may be something. Everywhere has a certain role to play. So you are increasing your level of thinking. You are increasing everything. We have to understand that. Only problem is we don't think ourselves. We don't critically think. So it's a part of education. They teach in research, they teach in higher studies. You have to think critically, but we are not thinking critically. We are thinking superficially, only for sake. Oh, forget it. Forget what I have to take. I just read news or listen to this and forget of that. What they are doing, like, no problem. I can't do anything. It's not my hands. I'm not government. I'm not parliament. Okay, what do all do we do? That is called, you can say, shedding of a responsibility. Shed away responsibility. Of course, I'm not getting any payment on this. Of course, I cannot get. What I'm talking to is also my waste of time, you can say. I'm just doing nothing. I'm just passing my time, you may say. Okay, you can say whatever you want to say. I don't mind that. I am passing my time, I am wasting my time, or I am inciting you, you may say anything. But it doesn't change me. It doesn't affect me. Maybe I am happy with that. Maybe I am pleased with this. Or I want to see myself, people should see me as if I am celebrity. I am not celebrity. I am very common person like you. But only difference, I am concerned. I am a concerned person for my country. That is only difference. You are also concerned, but your concern is silent. You are keeping in your mind, you are not open. You are not submitting to public. I am submitting to you. This is my mind. It's up to you to accept me or to reject me. It's up to you, no problem. It's your right. I can't do anything. But until I can, I do it. And your choice, you want to fight with system, or you want to control system, or you want to throw everything away and go away. But nation is yours. Nation is mine. Nation for those, and Bhakts also there. I don't condemn them, because I know it's not their fault. Those who trust Modi, I have no objection. They trust anybody, whoever. but they think for nation. Only they are missing is they are not thinking for nation, they are thinking for individual person. And they justify it harshly. And I didn't like it telling. Without understanding any document, without understanding problem, if you just fight for that, without even knowing what is fight, if somebody asks you a question, rather than answering the question, you raise your question and just take cigarette and go away to smoke. What's the meaning of that? You do not know law, forget you can't know law, but at least constitution you can know. Hardly you may know three or two things, or why, which condition is gone. You don't know everything. But don't think it's applicable to everybody. Even now there are thousands and lakhs of people who know what is constitution. They try to understand this now. They have started understanding this, and that is what's a good development. This is good development. That my country people are going to start what is constitution. It's on reverse way. Just like Prime Minister asked all to support this law, CAA, I should call that foolishness. There's a law you have approved and your Bhakts have accepted that. Now what problem you have? Let them oppose who are opposing. Why you are so concerned? You are Prime Minister for everybody. You can't say you are wrong. Congress is misleading them. How is Congress involved? I am not supporter of Congress, but I will oppose something wrong. Congress is a political party like you are. Congress was in government, now you are. Where is the difference? You just blame Congress. Congress is misleading people. Means you think that people are fools. You think people are illiterate. You think people are enemy to this nation. Only you are this nation. By this way, you are insulting people. Everybody has right to oppose. They are opposing. What's your problem? Money is going from your pocket. They have to oppose. They have to oppose. You accept or not accept, it's up to you. Public shall tell you when required, when they think it's them. When they think it's fine, they'll answer you very well. You can't understand this point. You understand this directly, but you don't want to tell people I understand this. Because you want to play with people. You want to play with constitution. You are playing in hands of some force behind that. That Modi, which we talked 6 years back in 2013-14, that Modi is somewhere else in some other country, not in our country. His face is in our country, his soul is somewhere else. I don't know which Modi you are. People used to say Modi controls very good, excellently controls, he doesn't fear anybody. But you are fearing your people. You are fearing your people. Congress is doing this. Let the Congress, what's your problem? Remember, till now, you are not lucky that political leaders are not leading this revolution, this movement. It is public. Leaders are under development. Remember, when public is doing something on themselves, by themselves, political leaders are going to die spiritually and morally. It was duty of Congress to do this, but Congress failed. It was duty of communists to do it, they also failed. It was duty of SP, BSP, AIDMK, they also failed. Who are doing this? Public is doing this. Student public, young public, educated people, professional people, all ranks of society are leading, moving with this movement, with this revolution. Revolution 2020, revolution after 1857 revolution. People have started thinking And I am happy with at least this stage of moment happiness, moment criticality. And if we continue this little more and ensure that we send to Lok Sabha competent MP who talk consistently in line to constitution of this country, so that people get good laws, good results, good allotment of budget, good policies. This constitution shall rise, shall be open to people, shall teach people. So far, this constitution has been silent because we forced it to be silent. We made this constitution shut up. Simple. We made this constitution keep mum. What can constitution do? But now constitution is coming out of ICU. It's no more dead. It was dead. Now it has come to life because people are on roads and people are on streets. When people are on roads, people are on streets, means super parliament is working because people are super parliament. You are only 550 plus 250 and they are 140 crore. This is difference. You are shivering now, political leaders, all treasury benches and others. All are shivering, in fact. They are leading without leaders. What a great achievement of public. Shock to political system. Big shock to political system. People have started on road their demonstrations and whole world is watching. They are demonstrating in England, they are demonstrating in America, they are demonstrating in Germany, they are demonstrating in other countries, and in our home country. It's a big challenge. It's a big challenge to our fake leaders. Our leaders who do not care for public. It was Congress' responsibility to lead these leaders because of opposition, but Congress failed. SPDS, SPBSC failed, all others failed, but public did not fail. When women are on road, old are on road, kids are on road, whole society is on road representing complete nation, then political leaders have to wait for packing up and go. Time has come, politicians, go. If you want to impose your power, public shall impose its power. You have to decide you want to help public or you want to be arrogant. Arrogance has no place. I am just telling you, CA, NRC, NPR, these are all jokes, joke on people, torture on people, tease on people. These won't work. You have to talk to people ultimately. And people shall tell you what you are. What value do you enjoy? People shall tell you everything very finely, actively, process-wise, system-wise. Because people once start reading Constitution, then you will be replaced immediately. And your replacement means you cannot face people after that. And once for good, you are out of parliament. And that is what I want to see. Non-political stream should come to parliament. We do not want political pollutant, you can say. Enough environment is polluted. We don't want more pollution in our parliament. We want public there, real public who know what is problem. Ground level people should be there. That's what you don't want to see. And once they are there, you are not there at whatever cost you think you won't be there. People once decide, they decide very differently. Then they don't even care for police once they decide. They think, they take their lives on their hands and move. That is called revolution. They will not accept your polite words. No, they will not accept. Because you failed to delivery. You failed to deliver what they wanted. You failed to do all that. That is where problem lies in. We have to be clear in this way. Bharat is rising. India is rising. You rise. If you don't rise now, you sleep now, you will face problems. Rise for time is passing, rise for day is passing. Consider, salute your color, Tranga flag. Sing your national anthem and Vandematram. You will open your eyes. You will open your eyes means you will open your democracy. You will open your secularism. You will open your socialism and republic and sovereign. Until you do that, you will not come out of mental slavery. You may be a professor, you may be a doctor, you may be an engineer, you may be IAS or whatever you are slave of system. You are slave of politicians. Because you cannot speak. And you cannot speak means you are dead. If you cannot speak for your rights, for others' rights, you have to be representative in public, not in Lok Sabha. But you are not representing the public also. You are not interested to talk to people about problems. There is no interaction among professionals and ordinary people. There is no interaction about people anywhere. Only anger, anger, anger. BJP Bhakts cannot see Congress Bhakts and Congress Bhakts are not seen on roads. So we are on dependence of ourselves, and that dependence is the public lead, citizens lead, and citizens have started, of course. I cannot say that this is satisfactory, but they at least started. We started. We have to relive our constitution. We have to ensure that constitution is in force, not in cold storage. We have to ensure that we are reading constitution and implementing it. We have to ensure that nation is moving and politicians are impacted upon by public. We have to ensure that, because we have to bring more politicians out of these leaders who are in movement. We don't want these criminals 233 Lok Sabha to continue. We don't want selfish politicians who touch feet of Prime Minister. We don't want that type of politicians. And it applies to all parties, not to one party. We have to require, we have to procure, we have to bring into parliament best blood, best mind, so that they think for problems. I know problems are not easy, not to be solved, but thinking is important. If you cannot think of that, you cannot think of everything. Nation has to come back from its worst position. People have been suffering from all sectors in life. They are suffering from all departments. They are suffering on roads. They are suffering in, you can say, streets, and they are suffering where to go, where to attend them. They are suffering. We have to stop this suffering. We should not accept this. After all, we are citizens, we are owners of this country. Why should I worry of Prime Minister or President? What is the reason for that? Why should I worry about judges? I am not a criminal. If I am criminal, fine, I'll be attacked, I'll be imprisoned. But why should I worry about that? Everybody has to work in this country according to the system. You are working, fine. And if you are not working, I will speak. It's my duty. It's my job as citizen. If you do not work rightly, requirement, I have to speak. Nothing wrong with that. I am a member of this country. My problems are to be looked into by me. No one else will look into that. That is what is required. And if I am serious, you are serious, we shall have MP serious. MP is not serious because I am not serious, you are not serious. That's why we don't have serious MP. And when there is no serious MP, they are gamers, sports people, only voice makers, not raisers. They will hulla gan, hulla gulla, that's it. I want MP who is loyal to Constitution, who is loyal to Bharat, not to PM, loyal to public. I want that MP. Do you want that? I want MP having excellent potential to speak in Parliament on all matters, to raise questions to PM and ministers and expect answers and force them to answer. I want that MP. Prime Minister is not an MP. He's not my MP. I least bother about Prime Minister. Best MPs means they will get best Prime Minister. His speeches will not solve my problem. His actions solve my problem. So we have to decide. My talk simply concludes this way. You have to first decide about yourself. You have to decide about this nation. You have to decide about Constitution, whether you want to implement it or you want to destroy it. If you want to destroy it, congratulations, destroy it. If you want to use it for nation. This is your future. This is an instrument to make your future remember. It can be corrected, it can be amended, it can be enforced, it can be made good. It can be made good, further good, better. But by you have to decide for quality of MP, not face of MP. We want quality government, not rubbish government, not liars government. So we have to ensure that we are going to own public representatives who understand their public, educated persons who understand Constitution, thinkers we need who can think for people as whole nation. Think tank we must create, which is not created yet. Fools are sitting in Parliament. Sleeping people are sitting in Parliament. Terrorists are sitting there. Robbers are sitting there. This is Parliament. It is Parliament. Shame on this Parliament. Whole world enjoys this shame. What sort of Parliament we have? And we accept that, we continually accept them. We cannot force them to leave this. We have to be fully seat belted. We have to please strain ourselves, make ourselves strong to resist them, to oppose them. Public is opposition when there is no opposition. Remember, public acts as opposition when political opposition dies or loses its strength. And opposition is democracy. Opposition is higher democracy than treasury because opposition questions. And there should be opposition within political parties also. There should be opposition with government party also. I would be happy if this BJP opposed PM. I would be further happy. But they are not doing that. They are acting as they are bought by PM. They are living because of PM. They should question PM. Why are you doing this? They are not questioning. What sort of PM? What sort of MPs you are? Donkey MPs you are? Animal MPs you are? You are not thinking of your public. You are thinking of only one man who is not yours. You are appointed man, you are worried of. You are not worried about those who voted to you. That is difference. This is called quality selection or deferred selection. You have to decide. Select qualitatively, not looking at face of one man. I don't want whole power go to one person. You have given to one person. You have not kept any power with you. That is your problem. Your defect. Why don't you share that power with you and debate accordingly? No debate, just head count and pass well. Why? You lost your minds. So many are you professors, so many are you teachers, so many may be intellectuals. You cannot think that way. Being MP, you're just touching feet of Prime Minister all time. Why? Is that Prime Minister your future? No. Here you have to change your attitude. Even if you have one vote in his name, doesn't matter. You are public representative. I asked a question to my MP. I did not get any answer because that MP ignored me. Why should I be ignored when I raise question? I feel it. I don't like my MP should not represent, should not answer me. When I send some question to him, my MP least bothers. This means this MP thinks that I am nothing for him. Should I need this type of democracy? You tell me. If your MP doesn't respond to you, your MLA doesn't respond to you, what value you have? So I don't value that MP. He may be anybody. If I write to Prime Minister and Prime Minister doesn't respond to me, I condemn such Prime Minister. Why should I worry about this Prime Minister? You're working for a nation, or you are to America or England. You are working for people of this nation. This is what Constitution says. You are working for me, but you are not working for me, unfortunately. So I don't accept you. Until this kind of quality we achieve in our system, this nation cannot be helped by anybody. These political parties shall come, this time BJP, next time Congress, this time that time, or by EVM management they can always come. We are not fighting at any point. We are granting approval, or bad or good or this. Election Commission doesn't listen. Government doesn't listen. Prime Minister doesn't listen. MPs leave bother. Where I stand. My country, and I'm not considered anywhere. This is big question mark. Everyone has to understand, and do not be bhakts, please. If you want to be bhakt, be bhakt of God only, not of any PM or any party. That is your own insult. If you consider yourself bhakt of some person, then you are fool, nothing else. And I'm sorry, you will not be fools. You like to be intelligent and smart person. With this, I conclude this. Please take care of this country as your own and not of political parties. And if you can do for this country, do it. And that's all. Thank you very much. Dhanyavad. Jai Bharat.